All right. Another week, another podcast. Settle on in, light up a stove, drink a brew, and relax. We about to entertain your ass. Uncle Kev, how goes it, buddy boy?
It's all right.
Maddie,
Not too bad. Just smoking a nice cigar.
having fun.
Compliments of Kevin.
Yes. With a Certified Apes t-shirt on. You could get one at the Teep Shop.
Yeah, we'll get them up eventually.
Yeah, if you want to pay for it.
Yeah, sure. If you want
Right?
to pay
Because
for it.
it's like you 25, whatever it is, you just pay for as they make them, one
Yeah.
at a time. So we don't need to.
Yeah, we don't need to order like a bunch at once.
Not that anybody would buy them, but
People will buy them.
Yeah, people would.
people will come.
The people will come.
If you build it, they will come.
That's what I've been taught.
I mean,
Mm-mm.
I think Shoeless Joe said that
Is that who said that?
in the movie. I think that's his father,
I think you're his father.
Ray Liotta. How's the game, big dog?
Gain looks good.
Silky smooth.
Sounding smooth.
Uncle Kev, you came in from Chicago today. Chicago.
All the way from Chicago.
I got a guy here from Chicago.
Yeah, I drove all the way in for the cast.
Woo! Special guest.
Dude, that is dedication. I mean,
I wouldn't have done it,
I shouldn't have done
well,
it.
because you can like run the laptop.
but I also been like, we're off for the week. Sorry, guys. I'm in
Yeah.
Chicago.
I'm in Chicago.
There's no vacations.
I know. We've done it every week for 20-something consecutive weeks.
That's right.
I'm proud of us.
I wasn't about to miss it. Drove to Chicago yesterday, drove back today. That sucked ass. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It just sucks I paid like $40 in tolls at least. Especially there. Actually, on the way back, I fucked over Chicago because Illinois, as soon as you cross from Indiana to Illinois, and you go a mile and then you're off the like toll road. But so you pay to get out of Indiana. You pay like, I don't know, it was like $9.
Everybody pays to leave Indiana.
Yeah, $9.20 I think is what it was. But
I
then
can't wait to get out.
as soon as you get like into Illinois and then you basically get off at the toll road in like a mile, you pay another like $10 or $11 just to like Illinois, just because they want to fuck you for that 1 mile. So on the way back,
I hate toll roads.
Yeah, on the way back, I took the longer route, and
They should be in pristine condition, and they never are.
yeah,
I'm paying for this road.
on the way back,
and it sucks.
I took the longer route and I went around the toll road in Illinois. I went
Take
through
the long way home.
I went through Indiana and Ohio's toll roads just because it's so much faster.
Really?
You save like an hour and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I did that, but fuck Illinois. I fucked them on the way back.
Yay. You witnessed a murder in Chicago.
I witnessed something. I don't know what it was.
Talk about it.
All right, so I get there, and Rick's snoozing. Right, he's been sleeping the whole drive there. He was
He's a sleepy
snoozing.
boy.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn my gain down.
It might be okay because sometimes we're quiet when we come.
Nah, it was
Too
definitely
loud.
a little loud.
He was a little loud.
Yeah, it was going yellow over there.
I liked it.
So I got there, and Rick was still snoozing in the hotel. So I went to find something to eat, and I looked out my window, and right down below the hotel we were in was Gino's East. I was like, all right, I'll order from there. Ordered some pizza online, got a deep dish, and spinach and artichoke dip. And then I went down to go pick it up. About an hour later, it took an hour just to get this little fucking pizza. So I walked down.
You're in the big city.
Yeah, I walk down. Everything's fine. I go over there, pick up my pizza, I come back. As I'm coming back, I'm like going towards the elevators, and some lady standing there, and she goes, "Watch out! There's blood on the ground." I'm like, all right. I look around. Sure as shit, there's blood on the ground. I'm like, okay. Well, I mean, it wasn't like a ton of blood, but there was definitely like droplets all leading from the elevators. Like, and I was like, that's weird. So then we wait there. She sends the elevator all the way up to the top floor because it kept like opening whenever she would hit like to go up. So then the other elevator finally comes down. There's 3 elevators that go like up to the highest floors where I was at. I was on like the 25th. And the other elevator also had blood in it.
Penthouse suite.
So 2 of the elevators had blood in it. I was like, what the fuck? And it was like a decent amount of blood in these elevators. So I was like, all right, well, that's weird. So then the 3rd elevator comes down, and like 5 people come out of it. 2 of them work at the hotel. One of them was trying to find the source of this blood. We were like, there's blood in the other elevator too. He's like, oh, there's blood in that one too. He's like, I didn't know that. And I was like, yeah. And then he's like calling on his little radio. He's like, Alfredo, are you there? Can you hear me, Alfredo? There's blood in both the elevators, Alfredo. Oh my god! And then
He must be the maintenance man.
Yeah, we asked him. I was like, do you know what happened? And he's like, well, we're not sure, but there's a lot of blood. Oh God! So just right before this, both Patrick and Ashwarya had been telling me, "Oh, just go out and walk around the city. Go, see downtown. You're in the good area."
There is no good area.
Evidently not, because I mean, I was on the Magnificent Mile, which is like where all the expensive shit is, evidently. But no, after that, I just went back into my hotel room, barricaded the door, basically, put the little bar lock on there, and
Isn't that Madison Avenue? I think.
it's called the Magnificent Mile. I don't know.
I think it's Madison.
Maybe.
No idea.
Yeah.
Either way,
I've been to Chicago once. I'm basically an expert on the whole
It was
entire
fucking
city.
weird. The only good part about Chicago was Stan's Donuts. They had good coffee.
Stan Mikita's Donuts.
Their donuts were okay, but their coffee was really good. But the Chicago deep dish pizza wasn't that great.
Yeah, it's so over.
Yeah, I had it once.
It wasn't that good.
Not that good.
Listen, New York has way better
Dude, like
pizza.
Longo's fucking pizza's better.
Yeah.
Longos.
I'm gonna say, but like they always argue like New York and Chicago. New York pizza's way
Yeah,
better than
I was-
Chicago.
Really?
Oh yeah.
In general, the only thing that was good in Chicago, the women were good looking. Pretty much every woman on the street was good looking. Like, I was floored. So was Rick.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably a dude you were looking at.
Hopefully.
A transsexual prostitute.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No, but there was
If I play my cards right.
yeah.
I
There
could
was,
see
like,
your dong.
everybody was running there too. Like
Really?
and this morning, everybody was jogging everywhere.
Wow.
It was nuts. I've never seen so many joggers.
They want to keep in shape in the big city.
I guess so. It was like, just everybody jogging everywhere, all ages. And Rick and I were just walking to go get his SGB.
Leisurely.
Yeah, leisurely walking. I got some coffee.
From Stan's.
Stan's coffee.
How far was the walk to the appointment?
At 4 blocks. Wasn't very long. That's why he got the hotel there.
You mean
He booked
Yeah.
the hotel.
you got the hotel?
He booked the hotel. I paid for the hotel. Yes. I wanted to get the Drake, which would have been the same price. But we would have been able to stay at the Drake.
What hotel were you at?
Like
Holiday Inn.
A Radisson.
a Hilton, like
Yeah.
Hampton Inn. It was fine. It was a fine hotel.
Yeah, I mean for one night. I mean.
Yeah. I think it was only like $130, so it's not like crazy.
Damn. $50 to overnight park.
Yeah, it was $50 to overnight park. Fuck you, Chicago.
I've always hated that.
Yeah,
The big city.
I got railed. That's all that happened this weekend. I got
Like-
fucked
like
in the
you
ass.
You got
stay-
fucked
like-
and it didn't even feel good.
Yeah.
You stay at the hotel, but then you have to pay for parking.
Yeah, exactly. You stay at the hotel, and then I had to pay for parking. Yeah, it was ridiculous. To pay tolls the whole way there and back. On top of gas. It was shit. I got boned. But Rick said he's feeling better, so that's all that counts. And now I'm back here.
You did a good deed.
I'm back here in lovely Cleveland, Ohio, which is way better than Chicago. Chicago sucks ass compared to Cleveland.
If there is a God,
Also,
and there's not, you just gain bonus points.
Their tap water tastes like fucking mildew. It was disgusting. It was horrible. I looked it up online. It's a known thing because of like algae blooms and shit.
Lake
in the
Michigan?
Yeah, it tastes like shit. Tastes like fucking. Actually, ass tastes better than that water.
Yeah, man. Poopy.
Well,
This
not
water
poop.
tastes like
man,
poopy.
Not
I'll
poopy.
drink the bottle of water, man.
I did get a bottle of water there, but then I drank all the water.
$7 for a bottle of water
And I wasn't about to buy hotel bottle water. It sucked my
from the
cock.
mini fridge.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well,
Other than that, it was fine. The drive back was fine. The Challenger handles it. It's like a time machine.
out of time.
Yeah, I lost. I mean, I went backwards in time there, right? I went
Yeah,
to Central
you
Time.
gained an hour.
And then coming back here.
He's a time
I
traveler.
came to the future.
What do you think of the future? 1 hour into the future.
I think that this is much better than Chicago. The future is much better than the past. Now that I never have to go to Chicago ever again.
Will you ever go there again?
No.
Not for any reason.
I mean, unless like somebody else is.
If they're having a gay convention and you want to go,
I mean, yeah, maybe then. It's a Sausage Fest. It's back in town. Actually, the Sausage Fest is back here this year.
ooh, sausage festival. It said,
Remember
yeah, in the newspaper. Yeah,
Dad had me clip that and send it to you. He said you'd be interested.
I'd like to find sausage.
He's like, send this to Pat.
Polish sausage.
Polish sausage.
Yeah, he literally held over the paper. He's like, send this to Pat.
He'll know what it's about. He'll get it.
He'll be interested.
Yeah, he'll like it. It's funny.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Sausage festival. Dude, I wish they would have put fest.
Yeah.
Sausage fest. I mean,
The
come on.
festival's funny though. Whole thing's funny.
Play into it.
But yeah, I have no desire to go back to Chicago now. It's overpriced, obviously too crowded. Water tastes like shit. Food wasn't that good. Fuck you, Chicago.
And the Indians were playing the White Sox, and you couldn't even go see them.
Also, yeah, I don't care about any of their sports teams. I'm not a fan of any.
I
of
don't
them.
care either, but I mean, it would have been cool. They just happened to be in town the same time you
Yeah,
were. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that would have been cool. But
Couldn't
I,
go
I'm
anyway.
just saying I don't care about any of. Well, I like the Chicago Blackhawks. I take that back.
Nah,
The
fuck them.
Blackhawks.
The
Fuck them.
Blackhawks.
Yeah.
I like the
They beat my
Blackhawks.
Oilers. Those bastards. They advanced.
I had a Patty Kane jersey that was
true. You traded that for a PlayStation 4,
3
PlayStation 3
in college. I did.
when they were hot.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It was like an $80 bootleg eBay jersey.
Yeah.
Probably that. I mean, that probably wasn't worth it.
The
I don't
PlayStation
know.
the PlayStation was worth more.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. It
Yeah,
was-
the guy
it
got
wasn't worth
ripped
it
off.
for him. Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
Kev scored a PlayStation.
Yes, I did. I still have it. It still works.
Really?
Unlike every fucking Microsoft product.
Bill Gates.
Fuck. Well, that's not Bill Gates.
Hey, my Xbox is still going.
That would have been Steve Ballmer at that time.
Well, you see that lunatic on the sideline of the Clippers game, so how possibly smart could that guy be?
Actually, he's really smart.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
What, do you go to Ivy League school or something?
What do you go?
Matt,
Ivy League?
where did Steve Ballmer go to college? I'm going to guess looks like a Princeton man to me.
I'm gonna say he did not go to Princeton. Oh, he went Harvard and Stanford.
Yeah. See, you don't get those positions without going to like an Ivy League school.
Do I have to ash this before I relight? Probably, right?
I would, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good burn though. You just got lazy with it.
I did.
Yeah. Well, so since the last time we left you, Patty shot a gun. A
Oh.
real live gun with real live ammunition.
Oh, I forgot that was before this.
I saw the video.
What'd you think of my form, bro?
It was okay.
I'm blasting fucking targets left and right.
It was okay.
Take you down.
Again, see, I mean, he shoots a gun one time. And
Take
he's
you,
fucking,
take you, the assailant, down.
He's fucking Billy Badass. He's a sharpshooter now.
That's right.
Kev, sharpshooter.
No.
I mean, you did some good drills.
I was running drills like crazy.
So now would you go back?
Not all the time.
He will go back. He said like at least once a month he'd be willing to.
Yeah.
Just to keep up, the old technique and remember what it's like. But
Keep practicing your drills.
running my laps and shooting my guns. I would like to go to a place where it's just the open air.
Yeah. Outdoors way better than
Yeah.
indoor.
No,
Indoors-
we okay. So listen. So first off, it was last Saturday, right, Kev? Saturday.
Yeah, we went to Point Blank Range.
Let me.
Hold on. I just want to say once again, like I've said in the past, fuck Point Blank Range in Mentor, Ohio. It is the shittiest fucking gun range I've ever been to. Anyway, continue.
Nice. Okay, so we go there. It's kind of like overcasty, a little bit of rain. So we're like, fuck it, I'll go to the indoor thing, okay? So we go there, we pay, we get in, blah, blah. I shoot the 9mm, and I'm like, it's okay. Whatever. I don't.
He was visibly disconcerted.
Well, yeah, okay. So then I shoot the AR-15, and I'm like, damn. Like, and I told Kev, I said, my first thought was, wow, it would suck to be on the business end of this bullet. And my second thought was, imagine what those kids at Sandy Hook felt and heard when this was going on.
Mhm.
Like, there's sound dampening in the indoor range. It was it was louder in the school. There's no sound dampening. It's echoing through the halls.
Mhm.
It's so loud. And I was just like, shit. So I was like, we paid for an hour. We were there for like 20 minutes. I was like,
Yeah,
I just want to get out of here.
I could tell that he was really uncomfortable.
I was like, fuck this.
Visibly uncomfortable. I said, I don't
And then
want.
you got a quote unquote range officer, some fat fuck who couldn't stop anything back there.
Yeah.
Some guy went nuts and
Mhm.
just decided to shoot people in the fucking shooting range. That fat fuck, he's the first to go.
Wait, I mean, they're not there for that though.
What are they there for then?
They're just there to harass you.
Yeah, no, they're just there so you follow their the gun safety and their rules. That's it.
But you would, I would imagine also task 2 is to stop any guy who
Well,
starts
no, they
fucking
would.
around in there.
They would too, but so would every other person shooting a gun in there.
Well, first of all, how you wouldn't even be able to tell because by the time you heard it, you turn around, the guy be shooting you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, the point of an indoor
Although
range
it's
is-
really not very common at a gun range. When's the last time you heard about a shooting in a gun range?
Yeah.
I've heard of an accidental one.
I've
that
never
was-
heard
Yeah,
of
I've
it.
heard of
I've never heard
accidental.
of like a massacre at a gun
No.
range ever.
me either. But I'm just saying.
The only
like,
time, actually, the only time was fucking Chris Kyle when he got blasted by that other vet.
but that was in the car.
That wasn't even a real gun range.
No,
yeah,
no.
it was at the range. It
Oh,
was
it
where
was?
they were shooting.
Oh.
Yeah, it was where they were shooting. But
yeah.
I don't even know if that was a real gun range. Was it? Wasn't that just a place that he took him out to shoot? And
No,
like,
they took him at just some little outdoor.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
It was nothing.
wasn't like an indoor range like that. But yeah, no. Pat was visibly disconcerted. He was not happy. I mean, he looked shook. Looked shook.
He would be shook.
First of all, it's a heavy thing. That's a life-taking device.
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter what you say.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, to me, there's nothing fun about that.
I don't know.
Like,
Oh,
that's
no,
just,
it's fun.
they're intended to kill.
All right, he
That's
had-
it.
So after that, I said, all right, I don't want to leave this like with a bad taste in your mouth. I said, let's go to the outdoor range. You know, it was kind of rainy that day, but the rain had let up a little bit, and I was like, all right, let's go out to C4 out in Madison. Which, by the way, nothing but pleasant interactions out there. C4 has been a fantastic gun range. Hats off to you, C4. And they do free FFL transfers, so that's fucking rock solid. But we went there, and Patrick had a much better time there. Because I mean, when you're outdoor, I just think that shooting outdoors is much more relaxed. You can kind of go at your own pace. You don't have to. You're not like indoors with like dim lighting and so strictly like in a little box shooting down like a little tiny
Mhm.
alleyway, basically.
You can run and gun there. It's better.
It's definitely cramped running gun.
What?
It's much better. It's more relaxed.
You
You can
got to run and gun, bro.
you can take your time. You have a table like behind you where you can go and like load mags. It's just much more relaxed. A much better environment.
I agree.
So Patrick, I mean, he was better there. He had a little bit more fun with his little drills that he was doing, pretending to, oh no, sir, I'll put the gun down, and then pop. He was practicing his drills.
I was running laps and then just firing wildly into the abyss.
Yep.
No, I wasn't doing that. But the big thing I gained is that previous to shooting a gun, so it is absolutely glorified in movies and things like that.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt about it, which is a huge problem. I just found out.
Yeah, because shooting a gun like actually in real life is a lot more jarring than you see in the
Yeah.
movies at all. There's no concussion in movies. You don't
Right.
feel anything.
Right. No, and then also prior to shooting a gun, I'll be the first to admit this, I was a complete ignorant asshole about it because I had no idea. I'd
Yeah.
never shot a gun. You think how difficult or how, I mean, not that it's hard by any means that you pull a trigger, but it's like,
No, it's a lot harder than you think.
I wouldn't say hard, it's just I
You
don't
need to
know, I
become
can't
you need to
explain
become
it.
comfortable with it.
Well, yeah, and it's
It's an acquired taste.
it is, and you just, to me, I got the gravity of it. The weight in a non.
Yeah, I mean, I think that once, pretty
you
much
know.
everybody, once they hit like their teenage years, or once you're a little bit older, I would say that pretty much everybody should experience firing a gun.
And to that point,
Would you agree with that?
yeah, and I would say especially indoors.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that
you shouldn't have to go to
is-
an indoor range for your first time shooting.
That, to me, that's crazy. Like, just
It just
it's a closely confined thing
somebody shooting a shotgun on the range next to you. You
right
feel the
next
boom.
to you. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You
Yeah.
definitely feel the indoor range a lot more.
you do, and I think you need to hear it indoors to
Gain the respect for the
yeah,
weapon.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Because again,
Would you agree with that, Matt?
when that shit happens indoors,
You should definitely have to experience it indoors.
See, it's just me. The people that bring shotguns and stuff to the indoor range are assholes.
No, I'm just saying even pistols indoors are a lot louder.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think you should hear it indoors to understand what it's like when something like that goes on.
Yeah,
It's not fun.
No,
There's no fun had there.
I mean, I personally don't mind it.
No, I'm saying like when you're in
Yeah,
a school or something,
yeah, but
and you
you-
hear
yeah.
that.
You might not mind it, but I believe that anybody who I just think that you should have to experience it indoors. You know, at least if you want to go shooting, like maybe even not your first experience, but you should have to go to an indoor range at some point.
Yeah, just to hear it indoors.
Yeah.
is my thing
Just to-
because
just to kinda get the
that is one
gravity.
place you don't want to hear a gunshot is indoors.
It's jarring. It's shocking. The concussion is like confined in there.
It's also
it's
like
louder.
it's like dark. It's like a weird environment
That's what I'm saying. Point blank is just
that
shitty.
that I've found
That's why I said, dude.
in the indoor range.
I don't go to indoor ranges at
Yeah,
all.
I would never go there again.
Yeah.
Nothing. I don't. Kevin has had unpleasant things. Like just being there, I was like, "Fuck this!" Like, I'm ready to leave. And Kevin's like, "Well, I don't want that to be your like lasting memory of shooting a gun.
Yeah,
So let's go to the outdoor range."
Yeah, I drove them there.
And we
paid
did,
for it.
and it was fine. But I left there and I was like, I'm gonna make it my mission to try to get metal detectors in schools. And so,
I mean, that's the only thing that's been proven to help stop gun violence. is
well,
metal
okay.
detectors
So
in
how about
schools.
this, Kev? I told you I emailed the Willoughby's like superintendent.
Yeah, that was. A good
I
email.
wrote a long email and I just kind of described everything.
Should I pull it up?
Sure.
I'll
Yeah.
pull- I can pull up the
Yeah.
email.
You pull it up.
Let me grab it.
How about this? He called me today.
Did he?
Yep.
What did he say?
We'll talk about it. You read the email first.
Hold on, it's not gonna be there. One sec. Where's my phone? Actually, I have it right here. Must be easier. I forgot that I wiped this laptop.
Wiped it.
Keep my shit clean.
Oh,
No,
in case I had to go in there.
no, because I gave
see
it
dick pics, right, Matt?
because I gave it to Alan.
Fucking porno video.
No, I
you,
get-
you saw his dick.
Oh yeah. High school, man. He had videos and pictures.
Child porn.
Like he was fucking working at Pornhub.
No, not child porn, but I was. It was interesting times. I was thinking about that the other day, actually. So when you think back, because like I lost my virginity when I was 15, right? And when you think back on that, is that child porn?
No.
Oh, like if you're reminiscing.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah, I know, but
It's funny though,
you
right?
still have pictures and we're disseminating them. Maybe
No, I don't have any of that. That was on like an iPod with
Yeah,
a
sure.
fucking spin wheel.
iPod Shuffle.
Yeah.
iPod.
So this was the email. Mr. Whatever. I cannot overstate this. Metal detectors in our schools are imperative. I'm assuming that the two brand new high schools, South and North, both do not have metal detectors. I'm guessing the $30 million dollars worth of schools, and there wasn't enough money for $2,000 piece of equipment. Please prove me wrong on that. I'm also under the assumption that our elementary and middle schools do not have them as well. Again, please prove me wrong on that. Let me give you a little background for this email. Until last week, I had never held a real gun or shot one. At my brother's request, we went to a shooting range. We went to an indoor facility in Mentor. I can tell you this experience was jarring. My first thought was, wow, this is loud and these bullets are moving fast. My second thought was those poor kids at Sandy Hook. The terror they must have felt. That sound is unlike any other. Even there at the shooting range where they have noise dampening, it was surreal. I was visibly upset to my brother, so we left. I couldn't get the thought out of my head. Those poor kids, they were massacred by the same gun I had just held. Well, not the same one, but a similar one.
AR-15.
Anyway, yeah. I don't know if you've ever held a gun or shot one, but it's a heavy thing, and not in the weight sense. I have 2 children, and I cannot picture losing them in such a needless and more or less preventable way. Unfortunately, our society here in America is too far gone with guns. The violence will never stop, and there are too many in circulation. I also do not see a shortage in mentally ill people. Unfortunate as well. The only option to combat the pandemic of guns in America is to put up metal detectors. The only reason that this has not been done to all Willoughby Eastlake schools has to be gross mismanagement. Literally a couple $1,000s at each building to possibly save lives. I say mismanagement because the schools are constantly asking residents for levies and whatnot. Constantly. Also, the other pushback, if you can call it that, is optics. Some parents may not want their children walking through metal detectors. That is asinine. What has worse optics, a child walking through a metal detector or what happened at Sandy Hook? Metal detectors may not stop every school shooting, but it's better than doing nothing, sitting idly by while community after community is destroyed. You will not find a nicer place in America than Newtown, Connecticut. It happened there. It happened in Chardon. A gun was discharged at South in 2009. Now I'm proposing I take care of the metal detectors. I will start a nonprofit or some sort of Kickstarter/GoFundMe to get this done so the school district doesn't have to foot the life-saving bill and continue to squander public money. Give me the okay and I will figure this out. If not, you better hope the unspeakable doesn't happen here like it has in so many towns across this country. Thank you for your time, Patrick Gilbert. You better hope, or I'm coming for you.
Now, he called me. We were out at a store, so I was like, shit. So I let it go to voicemail, and I told my wife, I was like, I wonder if that was him. And then she was like, no way. There's no way he's going to call you that quickly about anything. And I listened to voicemail, and sure as shit it was. And so when I got home, I called him back, and I was
Wait, real quick. Who's superintendent now?
Steve Thompson.
Steve Thompson. Okay.
I don't know him from anybody, but
Yeah, I've never heard the name either.
so he leaves a good voicemail. He goes, "Hey, I got your email. I would like to talk to you about this rather than just trying to explain it in an email. I think just call me back." So I called him back and I said, "Thank you for calling me. I wrote the email. I wanted to express the urgency and try not to come off as a total asshole," which he laughed at. And then he said, "Okay, let me give you a little background." He said he was military police, blah, blah, blah. I was shit. And then he said that metal detectors, he said, would not have prevented the previous school shootings. And then he ran down the list of...
Why?
He said at Columbine, they stuck their window, and then at Sandy Hook, blah, 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 all sort of shit.
Yeah, but you lock down some shit and you make it so that
Well, I was like, fine, okay, that's fine. And then he said also, if it's at one thing, it would create a choke point, which I was expecting him to say. That's why you put more than one. They walk through the doors anyway. What's the difference if there's a metal detector?
Put a metal
But,
detector in.
Okay, nonetheless, and we were going back and forth. We were talking. He seemed really receptive, and I said, "Look, I just wanted to do my due diligence because," and he had said like, "I don't know how those parents from Sandy Hook recover from that. You can't.
No.
There's no way.
No.
Especially seeing those photos and like what happened to those kids. The size of that bullet going through like a 7-year-old.
Those
They're
kids,
massacred.
Those kids were massacred.
They were destroyed.
The pictures of those, it's disgusting. Yeah, it's horrible.
It's horrible. But and my point was, we don't know that a metal detector wouldn't have prevented them because there's never been one at a school that's been shot up.
I can tell you that the kid at South, it would have detected his.
Absolutely, because he walked in with it.
Yeah.
Not that he shot anybody. So we don't know that. And then I likened it to like a burglar walking through seeing a ADT sign in the front yard. They're just going to move on because they're going to be like, okay, well, there might be an alarm. Even if there isn't, it's not worth their trouble. They're just going to move on to the next house that doesn't have an alarm system sign out front.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, he goes, I understand where you're coming from. I'm a parent. And he said, I'll bring it up at the board meeting. We'll talk about it. He goes, and then he asked me, what are your feelings on armed officers in the schools? I said, great. Should be one at every school. I said, Royal View is in my backyard. Is there one there? And he said, no.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
There's a part-time guy at Willowick Middle, which is attached.
Here's like people say like, oh, defund the police. No, give them funding for good things like this.
Well, and that's what he said. He goes, right now you wouldn't believe it, but I've gotten emails saying, get the police out of the schools. And I'm like, I said, those people don't live in the real world, which, yeah, there's no reason there shouldn't be a police officer at every single school.
I mean, as long as he's not being an asshole.
They don't have the resources, though. They really don't.
But also, like, what is happening? Nothing is happening in this city.
When we were there, South had a police officer. They probably still do.
They do. He said the high schools do. The middle schools have a part-time. The elementary schools have nothing.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, I'm all for that. And
what's the logic behind that? Behind only the elementary? I mean, the high schools having them full time.
I would think the high schools. I mean, at least those kids can kind of fend for themselves. Here, they're fucked.
Yeah, they're just little kids. That's what I was thinking.
But anyway, so he seemed excited. He said he'd bring it up at the board meeting, and I said, look, I'm doing my due diligence as a parent. Like I'm telling you right now, I would not be able to live the rest of my life knowing my kid got destroyed in school like that. The quote unquote the one place they're supposed to go to be safe. And
if that ever happened and that person survived, I would kill that person.
I would too. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I would wait for him to be transported somewhere and I would take him out.
Yep, I would. No,
you don't need to. I will.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And then I said, look, if you want me to go there and speak, as a concerned citizen or whatever, I would do that absolutely. I just think it is such a small investment to possibly alleviate.
Yeah, it is. Even those $2,000 ones, they came with like you saw a wand for you to double check things, and you can have a screen that shows you where like how big of a metal piece it is on them and where it is on their body. Yeah, that's it. It's not like it's going to detect like jewelry and shit like that. It doesn't do that.
And then he said like, oh, they're looking at this thing where it's like an infrared thing where it takes like temperature, but it also like scans like the body for weapons. That's what he said.
How?
I don't know, but that's what he said they're looking into. I don't know.
Good, anything.
Oh, well, that's why I said perfect. So
anything is better than nothing.
In my opinion, it was a constructive phone call. He wasn't like vehemently against it. He said, look, if this is something that we feel like needs to be done, we would have no problem spending the money. Which I don't know about that. I mean, they're constantly asking for money.
Pass another fucking levy.
Yeah,
I would vote that one up.
But again, I just think literally it's $2,000. Free shipping. They set it up. Like I put the website in the email.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The width of the thing complies with the ADA, so like wheelchairs and shit like they can get through.
Yeah, I told you they weren't very much money.
Say it's like 3 of them per school, $6,000.
I think that's more than worth it.
That's nothing.
They could easily raise that money.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. I couldn't.
It's good to get the conversation going.
Yeah, and it's like he said like we've talked about it and blah blah blah. But I'm just like,
well, the more parents that actually speak up, start getting signatures.
I don't know.
Why not?
I mean, I don't know that would do anything.
Sure, it would. It would show that parents in the schools want it. Get
Yeah.
signatures from parents in the school.
I bet you more don't want it than do. I bet.
Yeah, well, probably they don't give a flying fuck about their kids then.
Yeah, I don't understand the reasoning for not getting it.
don't want my kid to walk through a metal detector.
That's so stupid.
It is stupid, but most of America's stupid. Look at your president.
They walk through the
And
door
look at Joe
anyway.
Biden. Both of our options are stupid.
They walk through the door anyway. So what's the difference whether there's a metal detector there or not? At the very least, it's a deterrent.
I mean, that's the only thing that I've heard. I don't want my kid to have to walk through a metal detector every day.
Show me where it's happened at a school with a metal detector. I don't think you can.
As far as I know, from the people that actually research it, they say that gun control in the United States is really not possible, and nobody's really for it because it doesn't solve very many issues here. Like look at Chicago, obviously. Think like places like that. Obviously it's not just Chicago, but Sandy Hook, obviously. They don't have their gun laws over there aren't like super lax around the whole New England area.
I mean, real quick though, I do know in like Cleveland schools though, like they do have metal detectors, and kids still do get guns in their schools.
I've never heard of a shooting in a Cleveland school.
No, I'm not saying shooting, but they do get a gun in the school still.
Yeah, I'm sure that it can be done better than it is in Cleveland public schools.
I know, I'm just saying, but I mean, they do have metal detectors.
As far as I know, that's been kind of the conservatives' stance is to put metal detectors in schools rather than.
Yeah, like I said, I have no problem with them if they went in
That's
schools.
where I first heard it.
Like I said, I know what's going to happen, dude. They're going to prop a door open or something. They're going to go to their car. They're going to sneak one in or somehow, and it's again. I have no problem. I mean, if they put them in every school, that's fine.
Here's the thing: just lock every door that doesn't have a metal detector during school hours.
Well, no, again, easier said than done. But then people forget to lock it. It's.
Also, I mean, obviously, the bottom line comes down to if somebody wants to fucking
Yeah, if someone wants to do something,
massacre some people, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're going to do it.
But I just think for
it's at least a deterrent.
it's a deterrent. It's a small peace of mind, and I would like to see something that says, okay, they have absolutely no effect on anything. Show me that.
Well, here's also the thing, Pat. It's your kid. It's your school. It's your tax
Exactly,
money.
exactly. And that's my
They
point,
work
too.
for you.
Yeah.
Dude, society and culture is just in a dark place right now. It really is. Like, dude, when we were in high school, you never really thought about school shootings. You really didn't.
No.
It happened at Columbine like
Yeah, it happened
8 years before we
us,
were in.
and-
It happens more because I guarantee you it's more because of social media.
yeah,
That
Yeah.
constant engagement.
Well,
kids constantly getting bullied.
Yeah, it's like people taking social media so seriously. That's
well,
the problem.
also like it makes kids feel bad when they look on social media. They see like stuff that other kids are doing that they're not. It's just nothing good comes from social media.
No. Get
That's-
your
you know,
fucking kids off the internet.
You can get
You know,
constantly
that's
bullied.
the thing, though. Yeah, here's the thing: if you think there was no more bullying, there might not be another school shooting. In all honesty,
Yeah.
There-
I
there-
agree.
like
Every
legit might
every
not
school
be.
shooting comes down to bullying,
Well, and it's like
in my opinion.
I don't
From
know about
everything
like
I've heard.
bullying, but some I can't think of the word, but some of it is necessary. Some of it creates the people that people become.
Yeah, but
I think taking it so harshly yourself is the problem.
I mean,
Yeah.
But again, though, I mean, tell that to like a 7 or an 8
I know. But like, it's like
They're just kids. I mean,
You
you
say,
gotta get
look-
them off social media.
oh yeah, for a 7-year-old to be on Facebook or something, that's
But I mean, think
You should
about
have
it,
your kids
dude,
taken
Think
away.
about it. Like, imagine going to school every day and being made fun of every day.
And then when you get home and you try to maybe go on Facebook and they make fun of you on there too.
every day, like you go there and you get made fun of. Like,
Yeah.
dude,
We never really. I don't feel like we had anybody like that, did we?
no, I mean, kids
I
got
can't-
bullied. No, kids definitely got bullied. But again,
I don't
no,
remember anything.
No, I think
specifically.
it's way
I was
worse.
probably doing the bullying.
I think it's way worse now than
Some
it
cool-
was.
I remember like a couple. Like, remember that Thomas kid that we had on our school bus, Pat?
no.
Oh, Patrick doesn't remember shit. Anyway,
Tomas.
he got a little bullied a little bit, but then like another kid that we were on the bus with, Nick, like actually kind of he used to like poke fun at him, but then they kind of just like befriended him too, and I don't know. It just I never saw any serious bullying.
No, but I mean, Pat, you have kids. Imagine your son coming home and being like, Dad, they're making fun of me every single day. Like,
Yeah.
And he's like crying
that
when
would
he
suck.
he's like crying because he doesn't want to.
No,
go to
it would
school.
suck, and I'd be like, look,
I'm gonna go beat that kid's ass.
yeah, I'm gonna kick that kid. I'd be like, I would just try to shoot it to him straight. Be like, look, they're fucking little assholes, and fuck them.
I mean, parents say that to their kids all the time, but then they go back to school and they get bullied when they're
Yeah.
at school again.
And I don't know, throw a punch. I don't tell you, dude. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that pervasive.
It doesn't have to be pervasive to be one case.
Yeah.
All it takes is one.
I don't know. You're never gonna stop that. Kids are fucking assholes.
I know you're never gonna
dude,
stop
dude
it.
kids are rotten.
Yeah, kids are horrible.
I mean, it's just.
They're douchebags. They don't understand.
But that's
how they-
parenting though too, because
Well,
they probably hear from their parents like, "Oh yeah, fuck
Oh,
that little."
Yeah.
bitch
Have
or
you met
whatever.
people here in America?
No, I'm. It's like,
The kids are a product of their environment.
yeah, exactly. It's tough because if like one kid's a fucking asshole, then like I don't know, have the
He can-
teachers
he
talk to them. I
He
don't
can
know.
make other kids' lives hell.
He can, but you have to stand up for yourself at that point. Then
You do. Throw a punch.
you have to
But then Willoughby East Lake is zero tolerance.
fuck them.
Your
We'll
kid-
go somewhere else.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't care.
I'm not losing my
I'm
kid
not-
over bullying
I
and
don't
zero
tell
tolerance.
you. Yeah, that kid's a flaming asshole,
He deserved to be fucking knocked
and my
out.
kid pushes him or hits him. Then fuck you. I don't care.
Willoughby's like schools have gone downhill since we've been
Oh
there.
yeah,
It's
That's what I've heard.
oh, it's bad.
They're not A+ anymore either.
No.
no, like on a scale of 1 to 10, they're like a 5.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on Zillow, I'm just saying, if you
Why
go
do
on
you think
Zillow,
that is?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's not good though.
I've heard that it's because
the
of
blacks.
No, I've heard. I've heard that
That's
it's.
a joke. Settle down.
No, I've honestly heard that it's because of more Section 8 housing opening
It-
up
that
in
is
Willoughby.
true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
Pine-
they've brought the schools down.
Pine Ridge is all Section 8 now. Almost.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
There should not be Section 8 housing.
No.
Anywhere.
I don't know. At least not in fucking
Let
Willoughby.
me tell you something. I've said this before. I worked at a bank in a city. People came in with their FHA vouchers or whatever, literally paying $32 a month for a mortgage.
Dude. What
And
do
you
I
know
get?
they're
one-
getting like welfare and
What do I get one of them?
all kinds.
Man, let's get some FHA vouchers.
You know, you got to move somewhere to get there.
Me and Kevin have like a $700,000 house paying
Yeah,
$30
let's do
a
it.
month.
Yeah, that's how it works. They're living in
I know.
shitholes.
No, but still.
I'll take a shithole.
Hold
Yeah.
on. So wait. All right, fine. Ours will be $300 a month.
Yeah, I can take a free shithole.
Okay.
All right. I can live in Pine Ridge for free.
Yeah, you could.
I would love to.
Yeah.
My people.
How does that work though?
You got to
I
make
mean,
under a
obviously,
certain amount of
yeah,
money.
you have to make like.
because you have like 8 kids and you're paying child support. And you have
Oh,
no money.
oh.
That's got racist.
Well, Pat started by saying the blacks.
That's a joke.
I know.
I mean,
The
obviously-
Puerto Ricans.
Yeah, obviously.
The Mexicans.
Obviously, all this is.
The non-whites.
Yeah, have you seen the fucking white trash that lives in North Willoughby?
Yeah. Oh.
The non-Anglos.
Oh, it's
yeah.
bad.
Oh, it's it's not one color
Wait,
down
hey,
there.
Pretty much. I mean, all those like streets off Lakeshore. Like, oh,
Sorry, people that are listening.
yeah. We're not lying. I'm just.
Yeah, we're calling it out.
We're all products of Willoughby, dude. I'm just saying. It's.
There's just different parts of Willoughby.
Yeah.
We originated in North Willoughby.
Climbed out of the slums.
Pat and I, we did. We climbed out of the slums.
Our white privilege got us out.
But I mean, you guys weren't North Willoughby.
Yeah, we
though.
were.
Plains Court, son.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I mean.
that's Lakeshore. We were
Right.
Lakeshore, dude.
Dude, Lost
yeah, I know.
Nation,
No, my
Lakeshore.
bad. I was thinking about your second house. That
Yeah,
that
no,
were-
not that.
Oh,
one.
no.
no,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
No, you guys were one street away from like Cherokee. Like the Indian streets are real bad.
yeah, that's where we were. Yeah.
Them Indian streets.
The-
Iroquois, Cherokee.
Well, the streets that ran off of the streets that ran off
Savages.
the streets that ran off of ours were Eaglewood,
Ninadell,
Yeah.
Peach,
yeah,
Eaglewood.
yeah, like
Eaglewood.
yeah, Cherokee and Iroquois were right down.
You know,
the,
I was
Yeah.
thinking about your second house.
No, we were where Rick lives now. We were there.
We been there. I climbed out of that ghetto slums.
Oh wait, so is Rick in your old guy's house? then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Plains Court.
yeah. He rents a house.
Oh, all right, cool.
Plains.
Plains, the Great Plains.
Plains. Woo! All right, y'all. Let's talk about the cops for George Floyd getting off, because you know that shit's about to happen.
Oh yeah,
That body cam footage, dude.
yeah. Also,
And then he was on all kinds of drugs and shit like
He was
that,
on-
which you hate to
he
hear.
was- yeah.
Not that you deserve to die.
Yeah, exactly.
he was on
But-
he was on fentanyl and meth, which they said that it was.
That's my preferred cocktail.
They-
when I'm gonna drug out,
No, they said that it was They said that it was either lethal or extremely close to being a lethal combination already in him. Now, let me read. Did I post that in the Discord? I did, right?
the thing from Reddit.
Yeah, but that had sources linked to it. These were all just pulled from sources.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like this dude was. These weren't made up points. Let me pull it up. Keep chatting while I find this. Chat amongst yourselves.
Chat. Just lay on the edge of the table, Miller.
The Millers.
There you go.
Miller is a Amish name.
I know.
Are you Amish?
No, I hear every day at work though.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Make fun of you,
yeah.
bust your balls. Oh, do they bully you? You're gonna go in there and shoot them up?
No, I don't have.
Ashwarya bought her dog from an Amish person with the last name Miller.
Let me tell you something. The Amish,
Make a mean table.
I don't like them. I don't like those people.
Pat only likes real white people, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm basically like Hitler Youth, but like the adult version.
And he
Why not love Jews?
And he loves Jews.
Why? Well, hey, why is this school district going down? The blacks.
That's a joke.
I
know. Again, I've said this numerous times. I wouldn't care if my kids married black kids. I don't care at all. I have friends that are black. I don't care. But you know what?
We love the
Something's
blacks.
funny. I'm going to say it. I don't care.
We all know Kevy loves.
I'm taking the risk. Kevin hates white women.
Kevin hates white people.
If you're white, Kevin don't want to fuck you.
I mean,
Brief aside. So, in the morning, the other day, I pulled my Ford Escape out into the street, and there's a few trees that line my street. Very few, like 2. So I park it in front of the tree for some shade, so it's not like beating on my car all day. And this fucking fat twat woman is on the phone out sitting on her stoop across the street from me. And I can hear her. She says it like loud enough, like not to say anything to me, but like loud enough so obviously I can hear. She was like, come on. And then she goes, hey, asshole, park your fucking car in front of your own house. I walked away like I didn't even hear her. But I was like, A, your poor husband has to fucking deal with your ass every day. Woof. And maybe, like, lose some weight, you fat fucking bitch. Like, nobody wants to look at you or have hear anything that you have to say. And of course, no offense, but there's a Trump sign in the window. Naturally.
Yeah.
Naturally. The get out of jail free card to say anything stupid that you want. He says stupid shit, so I can too. Oh, by the way, Kev, that video you posted was so funny of him like going back. Did you see that, Matt? Where he's like,
I saw
that
it.
was funny as fuck.
All right.
That's up there with the.
those aren't the figures I have.
That person edited it
Oh my
so well.
And my wife was like, oh, like I'm like, he said all this. The only thing that's different is he just made him like pass it back
he
and
just,
forth to
just
himself.
made it talking to himself about it. Yeah, going back and forth with himself. But yeah,
Oh my, that was funny.
if anybody wants to find
and
that,
then the fart.
yeah, if anybody wants to find the video that we're referring to, just go on YouTube and let me see what you have to type in to find it real quick. Actually, we can link it on Twitter too, but I'm sure that nobody actually follows our Twitter.
Not really.
I'm not hitting not hitting the internet here. What did I have to type? For some reason, it's not loading out here, Pat. Here.
It ain't loading. But what were we going to talk about before
It's
that?
probably just Donald Trump talks to himself or something. Or
Yeah.
interviews
Oh,
himself.
It's like dumbest man in America.
It was funny though. Very funny.
Yeah, I'll find it in a minute. But hold on, let me read
These
through
are the figures I have. He's just like,
Well, I don't have those figures. He's like, what do you got over there? He's like looking back and forth.
I was crying watching that shit.
So I watched it I watched it probably at least 10 times.
all right.
Let me see.
I watched it once and I saw enough.
You laughed.
A little bit.
It was funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's up there with the Obama Biden memes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
I'm a pulling at him.
It's good shit. I'm a point at him. Don't do it.
I support the MLB. It's BLM, Joe.
All right, it's not coming up. Anyway, just look up, like Donald Trump talks to himself, or Dumbest Man in America Squared is what the name of the video was, because there's 2 of them. Anyway, so there's these points. George Floyd was experiencing cardiopulmonary and psychological distress minutes before he was placed on the ground, let alone had a knee to his neck. He was saying he couldn't breathe minutes before being placed on the ground. George Floyd was foaming at the mouth as indicated in a transcript of the body cam footage, which is indicative of a drug overdose. The Minneapolis Police Department allows the use of neck restraint on suspects who actively resist arrest, and George Floyd actively resisted arrest on 2 occasions, including immediately prior to neck restraint being used. The officers were recorded on their body cams assessing George Floyd as suffering from excited delirium syndrome, EXDS, a condition which the MPD considers an extreme threat to both officers and the suspect and requires extreme restraint. A white paper used by the MPD acknowledges that EXDS suspects may die irrespective of force involved. The officer's response to this situation was in line with MPD guidelines for EXDS. Restraining the suspect on his or her abdomen, prone restraint, is a common tactic in EXDS situations, and the white paper used by the MPD instructs the officers to control the suspect until paramedics arrive. Floyd's autopsy revealed a potentially lethal concoction of drugs, not just a potentially lethal dose of fentanyl, but also methamphetamine. Together with his history of drug abuse and 2 serious heart conditions, Floyd's condition was exceptionally and unusually fragile. Chauvin's neck restraint is unlikely to have exerted a dangerous amount of force to Floyd's neck. Floyd is shown on video being able to lift his head and neck, and a robust study on double knee restraints showed a median force exertion of approximately 105 pounds. So, going off of all this and actually viewing that body cam footage, I'm not saying that Chauvin officer was 100% right in the way that he behaved. I'm not saying that at all, but if this is all to be believed, and there's articles, linked on here that are sources to all of this, so this is all just pulled off of, different sources. I don't see this officer, going to jail, really.
And especially because they upped it to second degree, right?
Yeah, there's no way that's second degree going off of this.
That's why I said, dude, there's no way you can prove that he had intent to kill him. That's the only bad part about it.
Because if you watch the body cam, he was completely civil with him the whole time, too.
Well, yeah, and then,
going to the car with
that
your
guy's
gun
just like,
drawn.
please, Mr. Officer, please.
Yeah,
please.
just immediately.
It's like, dude,
Honestly, that video was so fucking annoying to watch.
It was.
Oh my god.
And then
They had way more fucking restraint than I would have. I would have been like,
that
"Geez,
cop,
shut the fuck up."
That cop should still get something though. I don't think he should get off scot-free. There's no way.
I would hope not, but
He may though,
he might
and then it's going to be real bad.
it's just gonna hit the fan.
get your 9 milli.
Fuck that. AR-15 locked and loaded. Fuck that 9 milli.
I want to get, dude. I want to get a. Do they make? I was thinking about this on my drive home. Because I was looking at like what is it? They call it the Fennec in Call of Duty. I'm drawing a blank on what it's actually called. The submachine gun, Vector. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm sure they do.
No, the Vector.
Yeah.
Do they make? I know that they make a 10 mil version. I was wondering if they make any like AR type pistol or submachine type pistol, in 50 AE.
That I don't know.
That'd be fucking sweet
Yeah,
though, wouldn't
I don't.
it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just get a Desert Eagle, brah.
No, not Desert Eagle. I'm talking about something that has like a brace along with it that you can use to.
Can you brace a Desert Eagle?
I mean, you could probably find a brace made for them or get one made. You could do that. But no, I want something that actually has like a decent sized mag to go along with it, like a. I was just thinking of something. So like they make the Ash 12, which is obviously shooting 50 cal, but it's more of a rifle bullet. But no, I think they'd be sweet to have like a 50 AE kind of like submachine gun sort of thing for.
What does AE stand for?
Auto Express.
Hey, real quick though, too. When do these cops go to court?
I have no idea. I don't know when the court date is.
I'm not sure either. They're getting off.
You think so?
I do. Absolutely, I do. With all that shit he just said.
Yeah, and if they're watching that body cam footage, there's no way that you could prove second degree
And the
murder.
second degree.
Yeah.
They fucked themselves.
Dude,
they got too greedy. They were running off the high of like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
fuck them. Fuck all the cops. Blah, 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 blah.
Before this even came out.
Before this even came out, and they fucked up.
Dude, I told you right away when they
They
announced
fucked
that it was bad
Me too.
news.
That's what I said. Because initially it's third degree.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, I didn't get second degree. I'm like, I don't think you could have both at the same time. And if
I
you
don't know.
don't prove
I still don't know if you can. Can you?
why wouldn't they do it then?
Yeah, I think it's got to be one or the other. I don't think there's both.
I don't know. I've heard of people getting multiple counts of murder.
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah,
saying,
but
if
that's-
you have intent to kill someone and then third degree is you
Yeah,
didn't have the
that's
intent,
true.
but something. I mean,
I wonder if they
which
can
one
change
is
it now. They could probably change what
But
they're
that's like
charging
also
with.
like aggravated something or another. You know, they just add charges on top.
No, they
of
could probably
whatever.
change what they're charging him with.
They fucking better.
After seeing, they can see, like, under further evidence or whatever, we're gonna, because it's not double jeopardy at that point. You're not charging him for the same thing again. It's a different thing, I would imagine, right?
I don't think so. It's the same crime.
But it's not. No, it's not. Second degree murder is different than third degree murder.
No, but like the
the actual crime
happening itself.
yeah,
is-
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer.
I'm not either.
I am only on
Only on the
Basic-
show.
Only on
gun
pulled
interactions
over,
with
yeah.
police.
He's our legal counsel.
Also, I did find out this week, actually, going back to my whole trip to Chicago, I did pack my AR pistol with me on the drive there because I looked it up, and I did some research on the Chicago Police website. For anybody who plans on traveling to Chicago, if you have your CHL or /CCW from any state, you're allowed to have a weapon in your car. Now, you can't actually conceal it and walk out of your car with it, but you're allowed to have like a loaded like handgun or whatever in your car.
I still think if they pulled you over, they'd try to fuck with you.
Maybe, but
I still
I
think
would
they
I
would.
would have just pulled up the link that I sent to you guys on. I would have said this is your police website.
And hey, and I guess what the cop would have told you, I ain't a lawyer.
I said, all right, well, then I want to speak with mine.
Meh.
That would have been the end of that.
Or would it have?
I'm not saying shit. Give me my lawyer.
Well, you saw that video I posted, or did you not?
Which one?
Oh, with the pepper spray? I saw that.
I
video.
didn't see it. I was driving all day today.
Yeah, a guy got pepper sprayed for speeding.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I would take that too, though. You could. That's a lot of money.
So we got pulled over doing like 60 to 50 or something like that. Whatever he was
That's
saying.
ridiculous in the first place.
And the cop was being a complete asshole about everything. And he goes, so you're going to pepper spray me for, doing 5 or 10 miles over the speed limit, blah, blah,
Well,
blah.
wait, he wanted to get out of the car though,
Yeah.
which makes no sense either for that.
Now,
Why?
okay, so here's my question then. Like, going back, we talked about this previously. Like, is your right not to get out of there? Or he's like, I'm an officer. I could do whatever I want.
no, he
Basically,
has to have a reason for you to get out of your car.
See, again though, that's the gray area though. You're like, okay, this cop is violating your rights right now. You know he is.
Right.
I think at that point you just
play along with it and then you sue him later.
Yeah, you do what he says, because if you fight that,
You want to de-escalate.
yeah, I'm saying if you fight that and say blah blah, I know my rights, they're gonna say you're looking for a lawsuit, blah blah blah. Do what he says, and then you talk to your attorney, blah blah blah, because really no cop has the right to tell you to get out of your vehicle for going 60 and a 50. Even if you're going 70 and a 50, he's still
Yeah, you'd be like doing like 120.
Yeah, it doesn't justify you being pulled out of your vehicle. But again, some cops, they don't care.
So
I think they can have you get out if you were doing reckless endangerment, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, usually for that, I mean, you're arrested.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I'm
you're-
saying. For that, though,
yeah.
they can to have you get out.
yeah, but I don't know.
So he pepper sprayed this guy. Why?
because he wouldn't get out.
Was he a white guy?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now,
Had it on dash cam too. The guy.
Oh, I would sue that cop.
I was gonna say, like, I wonder what the end result of this was. It was just like on Instagram or whatever, and it was
I'm sure.
a video.
Dude, I always see videos like that on Instagram. My buddy sends me a bunch of like
Sure.
shootings and shit.
So like, what do you do? Like, what do you do then? Like before, you're saying fuck that, fuck them. I'm not gonna do that, and then now you're saying do what they tell you to do.
Wait, so talking about Chicago, my buddy sent me a video on Instagram the one time, probably a month ago. A guy was at the ATM. A guy came up right to his head and just shot him.
Yeah.
Dead. Just killed him. And then just walked away. Yeah, but don't carry a gun there.
Yeah, fuck Chicago. That's why I'm not. That's why didn't want to be there, and I don't want to go back. You have no rights there.
Yeah, that's why, dude. That's why any states or cities that are like that strict on guns, fuck you.
Yeah, I have a right to defend myself. Suck my cock if you don't think so.
Suck my big black cock.
That's right.
Why's it gotta be black?
Why not?
I've always wanted a black
We're
cock.
we're black.
Yeah, we're Egyptian.
You guys are everything.
Oh yes, we are.
And don't you forget it. We're not Jews, though.
Unfortunately,
Well,
those are my people.
hold on.
Egyptians.
Where's my 23andMe?
So talk about all this, Kev. This thing that you posted, this from Reddit, Ryan Whitaker.
Well, actually, I don't.
It says, my name is Ryan Whitaker. On May 21st, 2020, after I got home from celebrating my daughter's graduation, I was playing video game with my girlfriend. When there was banging on the door, I opened my front door with a gun in my hand for protection and was ambushed by police. I was shot in the back twice and killed by Phoenix Police Officer Jeff Cook. As I was kneeling on the ground and had my hands in the air, I had committed no crime and was innocent and was an innocent man. No officers have been arrested, have been fired or charged. Say my name. Honky,
Yeah.
honky motherfucker.
Yeah, he was white.
So, I don't know. Again, police have a tough job. They're not. Most of the time, I would imagine they're not
Hold
waking
on,
up in
I
the
can-
morning saying I'm going to kill somebody.
some
They
more-
just have bad training.
There was
They
some
do.
more along to that. Keep in mind that the man who called the police couldn't reported it as domestic abuse emergency because he couldn't get to sleep and wanted the cops to show up faster. Charge and prosecute that fuckhead too, is what somebody said. So he said yeah, and he answered the door with the gun due to having repeated problem from an unknown person banging on the door late at night, probably the same neighbor. And
Wouldn't
he
you
made
do
a
that too, Matt? Like, okay, so somebody's banging on your door at night. Aren't you going to walk over there with your gun?
Hell
Oh
yeah.
I would too. Now that I'm strapped,
Yeah.
So also this
magazine goes in,
So
Mine's already
slide
loaded.
gets pulled.
Mine's already loaded.
also
so.
after the police knocked on the door, they moved away from the peephole so that he couldn't see who was outside, which I don't know if that's protocol or not.
That's not.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. So hold on, let me see. So yeah, the body cam footage clearly shows they stood to the side, and when he answered the door, they said something. Noticed the gun, they drew their weapons, ordering him to drop the weapon. Whitaker is instantly going to his knees, left hand in the air in a surrendering stance, and trying to drop the weapon when the cop on his left executes him. He just shot him right in the back of the fucking head as he was getting on his knees with his hands in the air.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing too. Like, whenever you have like a traffic, encounter with a cop, I always say, "Hey, what's your name and your badge number, and do you have a contact card?" Because I want to know who I'm talking to. 'Cause
Yeah.
if
Also,
you have to file a complaint and you're like, "Oh, who'd you talk to?" "Oh, well, blah blah blah," and some cops though, they don't want to give you their name or their badge number. But any public servant in any field, like, you're supposed to identify yourself to the public. You're supposed to say,
nothing happened with these police, by the way.
yeah,
They got it-
I'm
they-
sure nothing will.
Yeah. Well, also,
But now, if that was a regular citizen that did that, like I'm saying, if you accidentally, you know what I mean? Like if you did that to someone else, you'd be in jail for fucking 25 years.
well, also, so the guy that called the police for the noise complaint, he called them and they said he called them back and he said, like, after they didn't do anything for the noise complaint, I guess he called back and he said, "Oh, there's domestic violence going on," or something. And the police, 911, they responded back and they said, "Is anyone being harmed?" And the neighbor go, "If I say yes, would that make them come faster?" So he was just making.
Can that be true?
Yes, they have the 911 recording of it. That guy should be in jail.
Yeah. That's like inciting panic
All that over a noise complaint.
of a dude playing video games, supposedly.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Or just an asshole neighbor being an asshole.
So the cops knocked on the door, mumbled police, and then they stepped out of the direct path of the door, so it's impossible to tell who's outside the door through the peephole. The door opens. The cop immediately shines like a really bright flashlight in the guy's face, and he can't really see who's there. He said you can tell the instant that he realizes they are cops, he starts getting on his knees, and thanks to the big blurry, obviously the huge like flashlight, it's hard to tell like what he's doing. Oh, the big blurry box, they said, because there's some shit that was edited in the video. It's hard to tell what he's doing with the gun. The cop executes him from behind with no aid given. No nervousness in their voices while the dude bleeds out on the ground. No concern whatsoever. So, he removes the girlfriend, does not offer any aid, and acts like he just doesn't care. And he states, there was something else about what the girlfriend said, like, do you think that, like, is he hurt? And then she goes, he doesn't look like good to me, or something like that. It was fucked.
Yeah, I mean, we're having more and more of these. It's
Yeah.
Because their first instinct is draw the gun and fucking shoot.
Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, I don't know who'd want to be a cop nowadays. I really don't.
Pretty soon it's got to be like people are just like policing themselves.
Well, I mean, and that's why cops are hiring candidates now too. That like possibly like they have a bunch of points on their licenses and this and that because they can't get anybody else.
They need to make it, like we've said on here before, like a higher achievement position. Like you have it pays more, so you attract better people.
But see, that's the problem too. Some departments do pay well, and they still. Here's the problem. I think it's ridiculous that you don't have to qualify for your handgun and for most police departments. You just go to the academy, they hand you your weapon, and you go on your merry way. Some police departments, they don't have to shoot a certain amount of rounds a month to, stay, practice.
You could also be like a fat fuck who can do nothing.
Yeah, but I mean, at some point, that dude did pass a physical, test. He passed at
You
some
should have
point.
to pass it annually.
But like I said, like most federal agencies, you have to qualify for your handgun 3 times a year, and if you don't carry a weapon anymore.
Really? Like
Yeah.
so for like the FBI or something.
Like the DEA, they have one of the hardest qualifications to pass.
Okay.
So if you don't pass, like let's say you're an agent for 10 years and some reason you don't pass next time, you don't get to carry your gun and you have to take more time on the range and
Cataracts.
well, for whatever reason. I'm just saying though, like it's local police, like they need more.
Yeah.
They need more training.
Checkpoints along the way
Yeah,
too.
they get on the
Continued
job.
education.
Okay, you passed training this time, but now in a year we're taking more training. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Yep. I agree. I don't know.
And
like
also
the city I work for. The only people I see practicing because they practice at our building, it's SWAT. That's it.
Really?
That's it.
Yeah.
That also provides more jobs for places that do like training and stuff like that, right? Like a lot of former military guys They're
Yeah.
like training companies where they will
Yeah, where
train
they
police.
yeah.
I'm gonna start a training company.
You wouldn't, dude. Nobody would hire
Matt, are
you.
you gonna pay me to
No,
train you?
No, because you just said shooting a gun's not hard. You just press a trigger, and
That's it.
that's not it,
It is, especially with a fucking red dot or a scope on there.
dude.
It does not get any easier than that.
No, it's still hard.
No, it's not. How?
So you're telling me if you had a red dot, you would go out and hit a target from 25 yards away every time?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know-
That's 75 feet.
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just like a paper cardboard. I'm talking like you would hit a steel plate every single time.
Sure.
Okay, we'll do that next time we go.
All right.
I guarantee you.
Let's
You
do
go.
it.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I bet you don't hit 4.
I say that you could hit a human-sized target from that far away. Though.
Because, dude, here's the thing. Here's what I realized in trigger press. There's a certain way to press a trigger.
I know.
Yeah, it means everything. Your grip means everything.
I know.
If everybody listen, if shooting a gun was so easy, everybody that owns a gun would be a sharpshooter. We'd all be sharpshooters.
I am.
You're not though. None of us are.
Also, it's evidently not that difficult because those people have no training and yet they kill multiple people.
Who?
Whoever walks into a fucking school.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying. Again, the two. Again, let's talk about what we're shooting at. They're shooting at little kids, right? I mean, you're up close. I'm not saying like with an AR-15. You go into any school with an AR-15 and just point at anybody or anybody, you're gonna hit
yeah,
them.
exactly.
But I'm talking about like the people that are really good at like shooting a gun. Like they can hit targets from high yards with a handgun. You're not doing that. You're not.
I'm
Well,
doing that.
I think Patrick's point is that you don't need like in these situations you don't need to be able to do that. That's
no,
unrealistic.
but I'm saying, just to say that shooting a gun is so easy, it's not though.
But in a realistic situation, he's saying that it is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. But when if you had to shoot your gun from 75 yards away and hit somebody? When if you had to? When if they were firing at you and you had to?
I'd pull my AR out, not my pistol.
In a perfect world, you would. I'm just saying though, we can't. I'm saying don't just sit here and say, "Oh, it's so simple."
it is though. For general practices, it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean the act of firing a gun is like far simpler than actually aiming and firing a bow and arrow, for sure. It's
Okay,
way
yeah.
easier.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying though, but you are not going to hit a target from 30 yards away 10 out of 10 times. You're not. It'll never happen.
But yeah,
I could do that.
Okay, we're going to do
The-
it next time.
the
We're going to do it next time.
the act of pulling a trigger is extremely simple. Yeah,
It is.
but to
Yeah.
become really, really good at shooting, no, that's very difficult.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a sniper hitting a fucking target from a mile away.
yeah. Pat can't do
Absolutely.
that at all.
Correct. No.
Like I would bet you any money that you mash the hell out of your trigger when you shoot.
We'll see.
I guarantee it.
We'll see. We'll put up your little target.
Okay.
And I'll hit it.
Patty's got snap caps now. He's gonna be practicing his trigger
Okay.
pulls.
You said 10 out of 10 from 30 yards away, so we're going to find
There
out.
you go.
And
That's
I'm
it.
going to say you won't hit 4.
You don't want to do it like that either. Pat, you
4
want-
out of 10?
Yeah, you won't hit 4.
Okay, yes I will.
Pat,
What are you going to buy me?
You want a nice steady trigger pull.
I'll
Pat.
take you out for lunch.
Delmonico's, baby.
I'll take you out for lunch.
Deal. You have a deal, butthead. Where are we going? Your friend's house?
No, wherever
With
you
the
want.
plates or
I'm
whatever?
gonna record this.
I'll bring them with me when we go to C4.
Okay. You could do that?
Yeah, you could bring whatever target you want there.
Yeah,
Set it on the sand behind?
yeah, I'll steal plates. I'll bring like 3 of them.
Yeah, you just pet. You remember, like we walked out there when
I
Alan.
know, but they had like the things.
well, yeah, but when Alan and I were there, we were zeroing in his red dot on his new AR pistol, and I mean, we would take a couple shots. The range officer would say, like, hold up, because there was another 2 guys there also, kind of zeroing in their stuff. So we were both just taking like 2 or 3 shots. We would walk out, see where it was hitting, circle that.
Because
go
I mean,
back.
you realize, dude, the steel plate is like this big, right? It's
That's fine.
okay.
It's about the size of one of those circles on the sheet, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, though, too, I mean, I think you're missing and saying, "Oh, I hit the target and I'm good."
I don't think so.
All right.
If you take a look at that sheet,
Yeah.
those fucking targets are peppered, son.
You got to remember, Patty's using the 226.
Yeah.
That's an accurate pistol.
They almost are. They're almost all accurate.
Not with that. They don't all have triggers like that.
And I'm pretty accurate, so...
That 226 has got a beautiful trigger. The Mark
beautiful.
25 version does,
Mm,
not the regular 226.
It's beautiful.
It's not better than my Apex trigger.
Perhaps, I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I've never shot an Apex trigger, but the Mark 25 has a really good trigger.
Basically, I'm like a gunslinging fucking awesome guy.
Huge
How many
dick,
pounds-
Well hung.
Yeah.
How many pounds is the trigger pull on that gun?
I think it's like 2 something
87.
on the single stage part.
33.
It's
Duh.
it's a double and single action trigger. Right?
33
So-
newton meters
There's no way it's 2.
Hold on, let me see.
Not from the factory.
from the fucking factory.
There's no way
You
it's 2.
bitch. How about this article? What is blackfishing? Here's why a black publication was criticized after employing a white dating columnist. Are there any white publications? Asking for a friend. KKK Monthly, maybe?
KKK Monthly.
Madame Noir, a self-described space for the unapologetic black woman. I'm Foxy Cleopatra, and I'm a whole lot of woman. Is sticking with its mission in a new way this week by refusing to apologize to angry readers who accuse the publication of digital blackface or blackfishing after discovering that one of the top dating columnists is a white woman, the devil, a.k.a. the white devil. She's in digital blackface because she always uses stock photos featuring black women, families, couples.
4 pounds on the single action.
Yeah.
And uses...
But it's a tight single action with like no over travel and like barely like no travel before it either. It's nice.
Yeah, Matt. And uses
Patrick
cis.
can grab it, right? It's here. After we're done here, go grab it so Matt can feel the single action.
Here?
No, I actually saw it last time you were here.
Oh yeah, you felt it.
Yeah.
It's a good trigger.
And uses the inclusive we
I don't like the double action. It's long, but that's the safety.
as if she's a black woman and blasted out one Facebook user about the writer. Julia Austin, in addition, she's been a content contributor mostly for black platforms, including Black America Web, News One, and a plethora of black radio stations. Others echo the criticism online. This woman has literally made hundreds of articles she wrote for Madame Noir, and in a lot of them she speaks on her personal experiences, but never once mentions she's a white woman. The fuck does that
Why does it matter?
I don't see how it does.
If you read her and enjoy her content, why does it matter what skin color she is?
That's racist.
It is, but black people can't be racist. Remember that.
Remember that. Take note.
I was told that multiple times on Twitter. Every black person in the world says that they can't be racist. Well, maybe not every single one. There's plenty of realistic people out there. I'm talking about the ignorant people.
Ignorant.
Just like there's ignorant white people.
I wonder why that is. She didn't want us to know. That's blackfishing, which who knew that was even a fucking term?
It's a made-up term for this thing right here.
It is. And then there's they show this tweet. This white woman, Julia Austin, has been doing digital blackface for years in all caps, and is a top contributing writer for black women's blog Madame Noir. This is disgusting, yet very unsurprising. She's literally taking up space and money meant for black women content contributors. That's fucking asinine to me. You done? Yeah. Again, this is pointless or whatever, but just imagine if white people got all pissed off about a black woman writing for I don't know, Shape magazine or whatever.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: we don't have things that are dedicated white magazines, right? Well, it's just not something that white people have. Because it would be racist. Because it would be racist.
Whatever. But just this person, I'm assuming because they have never they didn't say that she's probably. It's not like Rachel Dolezal, who's clearly white, just wearing blackface.
Yeah.
And that Sean King guy, who's clearly white, yet is a black activist and has been.
Sean Kingston?
No. Yeah.
Sean Kingston.
Sean Kingston, man. Smoking the Chiba. I'm from Jamaica.
What the fuck?
Well, that was not a Jamaican accent.
That was weird.
Dude, how about this bed and breakfast owner with the Norwegian flag? Did you guys read this?
Getting canceled because it looked like
the Confederate flag.
Confederate flag.
What the fuck?
I know, that's ridiculous.
People have too much time on their hands.
Yes, they
No,
do.
I mean, are people really that offended by flags?
Evidently.
I mean, really?
Yeah.
Look, I understand the Confederate flag. It should not be flown in this country. They're enemies of the state. They were willingly.
That's fine.
Yeah, but know your fucking flags. Obviously, if it's a Norwegian, it looks nothing like the Confederate flag. It doesn't resemble it in the slightest. But again, it's people being offended for other people. That's all that is.
No, and I'm just pissed that these owners took it down though.
Yeah, they should never have taken it. They should have put up a sign that said, "In case you're too fucking stupid to realize it, this is a Norwegian flag."
And honestly, again though, too, like Pat said, it looks nothing like the Confederate flag.
Not even close.
No, people just have no idea what they're fucking talking about.
Yeah, they're upset over nothing, and then they just get again. It's a very vocal minority, and then they take to Twitter and try to quote unquote cancel people because
cancel culture.
Because you can't bully people in person anymore. You have to get your bloodlust online. And that's all they do. That's all they worry about is just move. And it's so quick, and then they're on to the next thing. It's like,
Oh, real quick,
Yeah.
I had a story before you got here. I told Pat, Kevin, how often do you check your credit score?
Well, my bank reports it to me, so I know it.
So all right, so that's the thing. So like my credit card's given to me, blah blah blah, but I haven't checked in like months.
Yeah.
Well, finally, I went to go check yesterday. It goes, your credit score's up 125 points since March. I go,
Why?
yeah. I go, what the fuck? And I'm looking at all my, my credit cards, exceptional payment. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Someone opened a Verizon account in my name, and 2 different accounts, and back
Oh,
in March
shit.
in
Yeah.
Michigan and
Yeah,
Georgia.
that'll drop your
and they
credit.
dropped it. It was like a $1,900 whatever. Never paid it. Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then so I had to contact Verizon.
Yeah, you gotta get that removed from your credit.
So now,
score.
so now I'm gonna check like every month. But I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I have USAA, and on the app it constantly reports my credit score. I have good credit.
Well, yeah.
Some would say
well,
outstanding.
no, I mean,
I have 810.
some would say
hey,
outstanding.
I did have a good credit score until this came about.
I'm just saying this.
Now you're puttering in the high 6s, low 7s.
I'm with the fucking
Like a
common.
schmuck.
I'm with the common folk
I'm
right
just saying,
now.
I got A1 credit. 810. That's good.
Yeah, because no, my credit score. I'll just say I don't care. My credit score was 775.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and then I go on there and it was 650. I go, what the fuck did I do? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought maybe I forgot to pay a credit card in like months or something. But then I look and I'm like, dude. And then Verizon, thank God they're taking care of it. They're basically going to report to the credit bureau, hey, this was fraudulent. They'll take it off.
I'm sure my credit score went down though because anytime you get something new, your credit score goes down a little bit, right? So when I got my loan for my car,
Yeah, well, yeah,
it
'cause
went down.
they did it.
I'm
Well,
sure.
because I told Pat like they did a hard inquiry, which the whole credit system's a joke.
It is ridiculous.
Like I don't get why having your credit run for something makes the score go lower.
I don't know why either.
It's a joke.
It's like you're not only you're paying for it in some form or fashion, but you're also paying for it in like
by losing credit.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't,
It's like to check your credit, it takes credit and then you lose credit. And you're like, what
it
the
just sucks.
fuck?
Like because I'm saying you're going to buy a new vehicle, and they're basically penalizing you for
yeah,
Shopping around.
shopping around.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. Well, I went there because last I checked, my credit score was like 745, which is still good.
oh yeah.
And then I went there and they were like, "No, your credit score is 810." I was like, "Oh, sweet."
But like, yeah, you either have good credit or you don't. You either pay on time or you don't. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like
Like anything above 600 is good.
yeah, like
Yeah, no, yeah, really. I mean, anything above 715, everyone's getting the same
you
rate.
can get
essentially.
whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
You're getting the
Yeah.
same rate.
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't matter.
Like I like the internet bill came and I looked. I was like, ah, shit. It was like a couple days past due, and then I pay it.
That shouldn't ding your credit.
Yeah,
No,
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, that's the only thing that, and like they could tell over a period of time, like
Yeah,
you pay on time.
I've never missed a
That's
a
it.
payment in my life on
Yeah.
anything.
I've never like not paid for anything.
Yeah.
I did. I fucking missed 4 months of Verizon, who I don't even have, allegedly. I'm totally from Verizon. I go, I don't even have a Verizon phone. Like, I don't have you guys.
Well, and it's crazy. They're like, okay, yep, you're
Yeah,
Matt.
that's
It's
what-
like a woman doing it.
Well, no,
like,
so wait, so here's what's funny, though. So they were technically 3 at one point. They flagged the one from Georgia, and they got it as fraud right away. I go,
They should flag every single one that's not in Ohio.
That's what I said. I go, so let me ask you this. I go, what about the one in Michigan and this other one? What happened? Like, does Verizon not ask for ID when you go to the store to sign up for a new service? Like, AT&T asked me to see my ID. Like, I gave
Yeah.
it to them. They looked at it like,
They may have somehow got something else from you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What fucking, okay. Hate my life.
I'm gonna kill everybody.
I just gotta keep an eye on it.
Oh, I am now. Watch
Somebody
like a
in your
fucking
somebody in your
hawk.
family was in the military, right?
Yeah.
You just go get USAA. They're awesome. They're great at everything.
Well, no, but see, here's the thing. So I have Experian, who I like. Like,
Oh, yeah.
because like I told Pat, like all my credit cards.
He
they-
pays for that.
Yeah, they.
Well, yeah,
so-
you pay for that.
Yeah, so-
it's free with USAA.
But I told Pat, like all my credit card companies, they send me the credit score.
Yeah.
I see it, but like you can't get a detailed report from that. It's just your
Yeah.
credit score,
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. Yeah, I agree.
So, and then I forgot my password for Experian. I'm like, I don't want to make a new one right now. And then here I am. Because when I went on there, I had like 52 notifications. It's
Wow.
like you open a Verizon account. I'm like, oh fuck. Like,
I should have been paying attention.
yeah, part of it's my fault. It really is.
Yeah, but I don't know.
No,
I
newsflash.
wouldn't have.
Newsflash: everyone pay attention to their credit.
Yeah,
I would
you
not
shouldn't
have-
have to, but you have
Yeah,
to.
you have to.
I would never have done. I get my social security out willy nilly.
Yeah. It.
385.
Yeah,
No.
listen.
No, you know what's funny? No, it's stuff that you see in the news that happens all the time, right? Like
Yeah.
data gets stolen, blah blah blah. You're like, oh, it'll never happen to me, and then
Yeah.
it does.
Well, it's crazy. Like, if you get LifeLock,
Yeah.
first of all, they guarantee nothing. So you're paying for nothing. And then you have to okay every
I know.
single transaction.
Yeah, it's shitty.
Well,
It's
dude,
a pain in the ass.
so dude, that's how my Discover card was at one point. Like every single like.
Did you
anything-
do this? Yes.
Everything, yeah, and it's like, you know
Yeah.
what? That's really nice. But like,
Yes. Okay.
Here's
yes,
the thing,
it's
USAA
first world problems,
no,
but still, it's a fucking pain in the
USAA
ass.
does a great job of it. Like one time, somebody in Kentucky was at like, a gas station trying to withdraw or like do a debit purchase or something, and they immediately just blocked it because they saw that his card was used in Cleveland. Before he lives in Cleveland. Why we have no evidence that he's in Kentucky. So they call me immediately and go, "Are you in Kentucky right now?" And I'm like, "No." They're like, "Oh, okay. We're gonna block this and send you
Yeah.
a new credit card." I'm like, "All right, sweet."
Dope.
It's not hard. They're good at what they do.
Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts employee arrested after cop finds
Yeah.
large, thick
Ugh.
piece of mucus in his coffee. A Dunkin' Donuts employee has been arrested after a police officer found a large, thick piece of mucus, which was later confirmed to be saliva in his coffee. The incident occurred at approximately 10:20 p.m. on July 20th in Illinois State Police. District
Fuck
Chicago trooper bought a large black coffee from Dunkin' Donuts establishment located on Archer Avenue in Chicago, Illinois. Due to the coffee being extremely hot, the trooper removed the lid, thank God,
yeah, you ain't lying.
from the top of the cup to cool it down, the Illinois State Police officer said in the statement. It was then that the officer noticed the mucus and saliva floating inside his coffee cup. Of course, it's a fucking honky piece of shit.
Yep.
Defund the police, man. I'm gonna do my job, my service, man, to the cause.
I'm a barista in Chicago.
Yeah, dude, you're making fucking $10.50 an hour.
If that.
You're not making a fucking difference, you douche. 25-year-old Dunkin' Donuts employee Vincent J. Sessler.
What was his name again?
Vincent J. Sessler. Sessler.
Remember,
Sessler.
never hire this piece of fucking shit.
Never hire a Sessler for anything.
Pat, what did I tell you in the Discord? I don't care how you feel about anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody that fucks with anyone's food, you are the lowest of
Yeah,
the low,
that's
dude.
fucked up.
That
And
is
Uncle
beyond
Kev
low.
said, especially they coffee.
Yeah, you don't fuck with somebody's coffee.
You know, this dude, working third shift, fucking like tired as fuck. Like, fuck this
He's
shit.
like, oh man. Well, then also, yeah, Duncan's gotta like just say like, hey, all pigs get free coffee from now on.
It's just like I said, dude.
They put out that statement.
Here, picky, picky, picky,
Yeah, come on, pigs, give a free donut.
sweet. Picky, picky,
But I mean,
picky.
dude, to fuck with someone's food, though, dude.
fucked
I
up.
know.
Oh
Yeah.
my god,
This poor bastard's like,
dude.
beautiful hot cup of coffee.
I
I
know,
can't wait to
that-
have this.
what I'm
And then
saying.
he opens it. He's like,
Could you imagine? Like, I go to Dunkin' every morning,
every day.
and I get my coffee.
You
Well,
don't
not
check
on the
it.
weekends.
You don't check it.
I never check my.
I never
coffee.
check it. Yeah.
But it's
I
just
never
like,
check the coffee he buys me.
but you shouldn't have to. It's just
Kevin
like,
spitting in your
Yeah.
coffee.
yeah.
Fuck this motherfucker.
But I go there every morning, and I mean, I love Dunkin'. I shouldn't have to worry about somebody hawking a loogie in my coffee.
Agree.
You really shouldn't.
No.
That's like one of the pleasures in life is getting a nice cup of coffee.
But like I told you guys, like in the chat, I was like, people were like doing the ice cream licking thing and then being charged with a felony because it's Corona. This motherfucker should be locked away.
he probably,
Yeah.
he probably will be.
This
You
is
should.
This is a crime against humanity.
It really is. You don't
Say-
fuck with a man's coffee.
No, but anywhere you go, if you go to McDonald's, wherever you go, you shouldn't have to open up your burger and be like, oh god, hopefully there's not
Yeah.
a loogie in here. Like,
On the same point, though, if you order a McChicken and you get a fucking double cheeseburger, I'm sorry, you paid $1 for it. Move on.
I do.
You're not going to
yeah.
get perfection
I don't go back and
okay,
because
I know.
then your food's going to get fucked
no,
with.
no, I know, but hold on. Okay, I feel like if you order a double cheeseburger and you said no pickles and you got pickles, oh well,
Fine. Yeah.
you take them off. But a McChicken and a burger are two totally different.
Sorry,
things.
bro.
How do you fuck that up? See, that's what I mean.
Eat the shitty fast
No,
food
but
and move on.
No,
That's what I
but no,
do.
but no, but
I don't
this
even
is-
look.
I know, but this is my point though. But these people want $15 an hour. They can't even get a fucking simple word.
Yeah,
They-
but maybe if you pay more, they get more accurate.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't.
Like,
But again, being on the line at McDonald's, it's not a career.
But some people think it should be though. Here's my whole point. The only people that I support giving $15 an hour for fast food is Chick-fil-A. It's the only people I support.
they do a
because
phenomenal
They
job.
do a phenomenal job.
Their
They
employees are
do.
all super nice. They do a great job of training their employees.
Dude, when I went
and
to,
that should be able to be a career.
I went to Chick-fil-A like a month ago, I think.
But here's the thing: if every place was like that too, it should be a career.
Oh, and by the way, Kevin, I'm on a little diet right now. I haven't had fast food in over almost 3 weeks now.
Congratulations.
Dude, I actually feel a little bit better, but I'm
Yeah?
craving it like a motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah, but I went to Chick-fil-A like a month ago, and I go, hey, can I get some Chick-fil-A sauce and ranch? She goes, oh, how many do you want? I go, oh, how about 10 Chick-fil-A sauces and like 5 ranches? Gave me all of them, no questions
Wow.
asked. You go to Taco
That's
Bell.
a lot, you hoarder.
Well, I like it for at home, you prick. You go, but I'm saying you go to
prick.
you go to I'm saying you go to Taco Bell and ask for 5 fire sauces. They look at you like you shot their fucking kid, dude.
Yeah.
Like
That's my
it's
personal
like,
stash.
It's like I just want to say, bitch, throw that sauce in the fucking bag, dude.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, you're not making it in the bag. It's like in
Grab
a
a
bin.
handful, throw it in,
Yeah,
and that's what I get.
Let me leave, please. Let me live my life with my hot sauce.
Yeah.
I'm saying, dude, I'm just saying you can't pay all these people $15 an hour, dude. The dollar menu would go away. It'd be gone.
I would be fine with paying $2 instead of $1 if these
Yeah.
people could make livable wages.
No, I would be too, but I'm saying, and if the service was better, though,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, it should be.
I'm just saying, like,
Perfect example. We went to a McDonald's, and I said, "Can I have a medium iced black coffee?" I got tea. This is for my wife. So of course, I go in there, and then I said, "Can I have an iced black coffee?" And they bring me back hot coffee with ice in it. I was like, "I'm gonna leave now because." I'm not getting this order
you
correct.
can't figure it out.
And then we ordered hotcakes with sausage. No sausage.
Why'd you go to McDonald's? Why'd you get coffee from McDonald's?
We're just on the way. We were going to the beach with the kids.
McDonald's coffee isn't bad, though, for
No,
a
it's
fast
not.
food
But
place.
I just don't. They
The
fucked
line
it
is
up.
short. Like,
Yeah.
dude, a Starbucks or a Dunkin' Donuts
Yeah.
line,
It's worth it.
it's not.
The Dunkin'.
I mean, I guess it would have been.
No,
because
here's
they fucked it up.
here's the worst thing about fast food though too is when you go there and order something simple, they're like, "Hey, can you mind pulling up and
I know.
Oh yeah, we had to
Hold on.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I went the one time. I go, "Hey, can I get the 10-piece McNugget with a Coke?" They go, "Sure." Can you pull up then? I'm like, and
Like,
then
I know you drop in the deep fryer. It takes 2 fucking seconds.
and then I'm sitting there for like 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, are they like plucking this
They
chicken in
probably
the
just
bag
forgot
right
about.
now?
Did they forget about you?
No, they brought it out, and
Oh.
God forbid they give me something extra in the fucking bag. I get half my fries aren't even in there. I'm
You
just
know who
like,
does give you extra stuff? Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, dude.
Or they'll
Great,
give you a coupon for next time too.
great company, dude.
It is.
You know what? And you know what's funny?
They may
too?
hate the gays, but I'm fine with them.
yeah,
No,
owned by a
but I
religious
mean-
asshole.
Yeah.
Have you been there since like the Corona happened and like they've been like the dining rooms closed and the fast food?
Yeah, the drive-through.
Well, now they have people like stand out there with
Yeah.
tablets. It's fast as fuck, dude. Like
They were always like that during lunch over near our work. That people,
Warrensville.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always crowded and they're fast.
Yeah, they are fast.
Great company. And you know what's worse too? You always want them on a Sunday,
I know.
and
They're
they
close.
ain't there.
Religious assholes.
That's all right. I don't mind them giving their employees a day off like
no,
that.
I tell you what. If I was working at any
awesome.
fast food, it'd be at fucking Chick-fil-A. That's like the gold standard for
Well,
fast
'cause
food.
I think Chick-fil-A pays for your shit to get built up.
Good
and all
food
that.
quickly.
Yeah.
Not
Love
fast
Chick-fil-A.
food, Jerry. Good food quickly.
We just need a Raising Cane's around here, and I'll be happy.
Oh, I've been saying that.
I'll never bitch ever again in life.
I've been saying that because there's one like 15 minutes away from where we work, and I've been going there a little bit now.
Which one's close to you?
The one is that Brooklyn?
West somewhere, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's not
Near the Top Golf.
because we're by Bedford.
Oh yeah, Independence or
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay,
That's
I mean,
like 15 minutes away from our work.
yeah, they've one in Canton, Strongsville.
Yeah, the one in Independence right there.
Dude,
It's right off of
you would've
480.
You would have been a perfect spot for in Willoughby, but they didn't do it. Where the old Schlotsky's was.
Dude, I sent them a message on their website saying you guys need to move on to the east side of Cleveland.
Dude, they need one in Willoughby or Menor or something.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Menor's
They
gonna
would make
get
so
one.
much fucking money.
Oh, dude,
Ugh.
you ever had Raising Cane's?
I did. Yeah, I got it.
Dude,
for 'em.
how good is it?
It's pretty
good.
good.
It's fucking.
Well, it's funny
good.
because I'm like, oh, do I get a sauce? Because no, you get their sauce.
Yeah, dude,
Okay.
dude, but isn't their sauce good though?
It's like a peppery.
It's good
thing.
though.
Yeah,
dude.
it's fine.
Their
Their
chicken's just
their
so
sweet
juicy.
tea is so fucking good.
Their fries with the Texas. Oh my god, I want it fucking right now, dude.
I'm getting some Monday for us, Patty.
Oh my.
I'm not packing a lunch.
We're going
Oh.
to Raising Cane's.
Uncle Matt, we'll drop some off at the Beechwood Plaza.
Can you,
We'll see.
dude?
We might be able to if Patrick can.
Will you be there?
Monday? Yeah, but what time do you guys eat lunch?
What time do you eat
11:45.
lunch?
I eat lunch at 11.
Oh,
Oh my god.
11:45.
that's early.
Well, yeah, no, it used to be.
to
At,
11:45.
no, it used to be at noon, but we're doing the.
What are these taxpayers paying you for?
No, all the guys are split now because of the corona. So we're.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
everyone used to have lunch from 12 to 12:45. That was everyone's lunch.
What do you
Yeah.
have at lunch?
What?
Not bad.
Not bad.
You know, I could always.
Bargain for.
No, I could peace out one day and just go fucking get it.
You should do that.
Should.
Oh.
$7.99 for
Yeah,
the 4.
45 minutes. You can make that run.
Dude, that's such a good deal too. It's $7.99
Eat in the truck.
for the 4 chicken fingered meal. You get everything. Their Texas
Oh,
toast. Oh,
come on, dude. Come on, stop.
The only thing I don't like, I don't even tried it. I just don't like coleslaw, so I just
Oh,
throw it
fuck
away.
you. I'll
I-
take your coleslaw. For
I've,
hands.
I've
throw it away.
recently started to eat coleslaw.
Or actually, no,
Oh.
I gave it to you
Not
last.
bad.
I gave it to you last
yeah,
time.
I ate it. Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying their chicken is.
My wife makes good coleslaw.
I
Our
know,
chicken's
okay.
perfect.
It's so juicy. It's never dry.
juicy.
Well, it's marinated for 24 hours. It is.
You know it's marinated for 20.
Well, here's the thing. Cane's is just really consistent. It's
Yeah.
always good.
It's always good.
You can get you can get a gallon of their sweet tea.
What's better, Popeyes or Cane's?
Cane's.
Shut your fucking whore. Dude, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll say it right now. I don't care
It's
what
the
I'm
best
saying.
chicken.
Popeye sucks.
No, you ready for this? It's better than Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
it is.
Oh, it's far better. Yeah.
I
mean-
mean, Chick-fil-A is okay.
No, I really like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has
They have good shakes.
all their products are good at Chick-fil-A. I'll give them that. Like, it's hard to find that in a fast food joint.
Waffle fries are dope.
Yeah, waffle fries, like everything there is good.
Yep.
Like they have a bunch of different sauces.
Just like in general, like a waffle fry.
Curly fries real good too.
Who's gonna disagree with a waffle
Chick-fil-A needs to add sweet potato waffle fries.
That'd be good.
Oh.
That'd be a good addition. Dude,
fry? Write your congressman.
I kid you not, dude. I can eat Raising Cane's 3 times a week easy.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Dude.
It is so
I think we
good.
had it at least twice the one week.
We did, yeah. Because I was going out to we had to go out to the gun store the one day. I went out there and just
Hold
it
on,
was
and
on the
Kevin,
way.
you bought both times.
Is that even
Is
a
that even- yeah,
question?
what are you talking
Pat,
about?
Pat, I don't get how you
Matt,
do
are you
it.
like what are you talking about?
I-
He pays for the pleasure of me being in his car, basically.
Yeah, I get to drive his ass there.
He's
You know
going
what's
there
funny?
anyway.
So when we first started this podcast, because me and Kevin, we didn't talk for a while. Before this.
I wasn't even living up here for a while
No,
either.
but
Hello,
and then-
27 weeks ago.
No, but then you brought up like, oh, you and Kevin should debate Trump for the first podcast, blah blah. I think to myself, I'm like, man, this Kevin's a real fucking asshole. Like this dude's he's a cocksucker.
Yeah, he is.
And then I heard, and then I'm like, oh man, the Kevin basically like supports Pat's life. And then I'm like, I kind of feel bad for the dude now. Like it's not good. Like Dunkin' every morning, Raising Cane's, this that. Like you're like a bottomless ATM. I feel bad. Pat, dude, do something for the kid, dude.
I got him a little gift. I have to give it to you. Dude, don't let me forget the magazine. I got you a
He's
magazine.
got me a magazine about a 300 blackout build.
What?
I was at
Hold on.
Giant. I was at Giant Eagle
Okay, hold on. Okay.
with my mask
I know,
on.
but wait, Pat. Okay, real quick.
It's like $6.
I know, but exactly, Pat. I know.
The-
okay,
the
it's
thought.
I knew you were gonna say that because all cheap people that take advantage of people say that. It's the thought. Like this dude spends more than 2 days on coffee for you, and then every day.
I was happy though. It was a nice thought when
I
he
know,
told me that he got
He's
it.
a single,
real
successful
quick.
man.
Hold on, real quick though. No, let
Not
me ask you
single,
this.
but,
So hold on,
you
wait, Kevin. When you
Yeah.
go pick up Raising Cane's, for example, for lunch, do you drive there as well?
Yeah.
You're the worst, dude.
I mean, how else would he get there?
Here's the rule.
You know why? Because
No.
he mostly rides his motorcycle to work. He can't even.
Here's the rule.
I can't ride my motorcycle to work
like we do at work.
because he can't get me coffee.
Like we do at work. If you fly,
I
I'll buy.
Yeah,
That's it.
but I
So-
fly and buy.
You fly. Oh God,
He's going there anyway.
that doesn't make any sense, Pat.
It's just a little add-on.
It's just because he rides his motorcycle every day.
I told him. I said you should write like a bill each week and hand it to me.
What would it be?
Just so you could laugh at
Yeah,
it.
but wait.
Each week?
Yeah, what would the bill be? Take a
Like
guess.
$30 a week.
Well, now because I've cut back.
Yeah.
So hold on a second.
Before
so,
it was-
hold on.
Before
So
it was
wait.
probably 60 a week at least.
So wait. So that's okay. So hold on. I'm no math. So
It's
that's
coffee every morning.
So wait, that's 300. That's basically 300 a month.
$289 or $2.89 every morning for coffee, and then depending on when I get him lunch.
So all right, you ready for this? Ready for this? Let's call it even 200 a month
Okay.
yeah.
times 12.
Right.
Oh God, dude, that's bad. That's bad.
$2,400.
But I never-
Hold on. He has a mortgage and family.
Yeah, I have a mortgage family. Kev's like,
Pet never asked for it.
I don't.
He
I
doesn't ask
don't.
for it. I offer.
And then when I say I have a lunch, Kevin gets like offended. He goes, fine.
I like having somebody to eat with.
Yeah.
But Kevin, can't you like go get something and come back and eat with him
Nope,
now?
because he goes and eats somewhere else if I don't get him lunch.
I eat in my office, yeah.
So you kind of hold over his head.
No, I don't. I just
He doesn't come
don't
eat.
move.
He doesn't come eat with me unless I get him lunch.
That's
But it's not like a purposeful thing.
I'm like, it's like what is it called?
I'm cucking him.
Munchausen syndrome or whatever
yeah.
it is.
I'm Munchausen and cucking him. I'm cucking him out of money and I'm Munchausen him out of company.
So wait, are you guys really gonna get Raising Cane's next week?
Yeah.
I fucking hate you guys. I really do. I fucking hate
At
you.
least once.
Pat, you ready for this? Not Kevin. Pat, you ready for this? I fucking hope you choke on that chicken finger. I hope you choke on it.
You know what I've realized that I have lately?
I hope I do too.
Pat, do you remember,
Fuck you, Miller.
Pat, do you remember how sometimes I would just It's been like recently. It's happened like once or twice where I'll be like I'll be like just breathing or talking, and all of a sudden I start like choking.
Uh-huh.
You remember that? And like how? Remember that happened once? I think.
Sure.
Well, it happened last night, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I woke up out of my sleep with it, and I was like coughing, and it was like, like I could barely breathe. Right?
Sleep apnea.
No, I looked it up. It's something where your
Choke on a dick syndrome.
no, where your vocal cords have a spasm.
Deep throating.
No, it's called like laryn something.
Laryngitis.
No, it's not laryngitis. It's like laryn.
Good on Matt.
It's just where your vocal cords spasm and they tighten up and you can't really breathe that well, and that's why it causes you to do that. So yeah, it's been happening to me. Like they say, they say it can be from asthma, it can be from allergies, it can be from just any number of shit. It's not like fatal or bad, but it just is what it is. Obviously, very uncomfortable when it happens.
So since I'm on like my little diet, watching what I eat, my next cheat meal, Raisin Canes.
Fuck yeah,
I'm driving,
that's not even that bad of a
Matt's
cheat
on the
meal
seafood
either.
diet.
Anything
No.
he eats.
dude. So last night I went to a wedding.
Yeah.
It was the first beer I had there last night in almost 3 weeks. First beer I
That's
touched.
not true. We had beers a week ago.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Fuck. I've had a few beers. Food wise has been very good.
I've had a few beers.
That's
Yeah.
good.
You said you've lost 8 pounds?
8 pounds.
Nice.
Nice, dude.
In your bra.
Wait, 108 in
your
your
bra.
bra.
108. In your bra. Let's talk about this fucking dyke bitch, Ellen DeGeneres. Nah, I love the gays, as we know.
How funny was that meme I sent though? You think 2020's been bad to you? Look what happened to Eminem, and
It's
it was
a picture of Ellen,
Ellen.
like,
Oh.
with no makeup.
She's all fucked.
Dude, she is an ugly ass woman.
Yeah.
I don't know how Portia de Rossi eats that pussy because that bitch trifling.
But
Money.
maybe she doesn't.
maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she doesn't.
Maybe she
Maybe
doesn't.
Ellen eats hers.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe they don't have sex anymore.
Maybe they don't. Maybe they scissor.
Well, hey,
Maybe they don't.
I told you before the show, like, dude,
Maybe they share a dildo. Maybe they don't.
I'd watch Ellen's show here and there when celebrities were on there, blah blah blah. I never thought it was a bad show, but I always thought she was like fake. She was too.
Yeah.
Too nice.
It was too nice. It was too perfect.
Yeah.
And then celebrities have come out and backed these claims.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
that's
like,
funny.
yeah, she was a total bitch.
Yeah.
But like I was talking about this with my wife. I'm like, okay, so these people grow up like normal. Like Ellen, like her family wasn't rich. She was like a normal person. She became a stand-up, you know, and then had her own TV show, like a sitcom, and then has a daytime talk show. And so, you gotta
Going downstairs.
okay,
Keep talking.
doors open. Kevin's going to take a shit.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, when you flush, hold it down to flush. Just hold it.
I didn't get to after my drive back from Chicago.
That's fine. Hold the thing down to flush, okay? Don't just pop it because it won't go anywhere. Hold it down. Uncle Kev's gonna leave a huge log in my basement.
You deserve it though.
You better not clog that toilet, you piece of shit. But I was like, you know, these people become like so rich and so famous over they like lose being human because everything they want for nothing. Okay, like anything that they can think of, it's theirs in 2 seconds. It's like it's no problem. So they lose like that little bit that makes them human. So I can easily see like these people being like, "Fuck you" to everyone below them because they just lose it. Like
Well-
they have that they don't have that feeling anymore.
So Ashton Kutcher was on Twitter and he was defending Ellen, which is whatever.
Mhm.
But people were telling him back, like Ashton said, you know, Ellen's team has always been so professional to my team, like so kind, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's responding, we're not doubting that, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about her lower level employees,
Yeah.
like how they're treated.
That's super rich person to super rich person.
Yeah, I'm sure Ellen's team is great to other I'm sure they're wonderful, but
Yeah.
now how are you treating you're treating your bottom employees? And
Right.
clearly
Yeah.
it's not good.
Yeah.
Like no
Like,
one's
they
happy.
have the power to like, oh, somebody fucked up her meal. Oh, fire that person without even a second thought.
And honestly, I thought her apology was bullshit.
I didn't hear it, but
She basically, she basically just said, I didn't know this was going on. The people above me should have, but clearly I let this go too long.
no
And
accountability on herself. Yeah.
Ellen,
Yeah.
you had to have. And if you don't know that's going on, shame on you. Then that's even
Right.
worse.
But that's the thing. I guarantee she didn't know because she didn't care.
You know,
Like she gets to the point where these people are so rich they don't care.
right now it's the typical. You're sorry you got caught.
Exactly.
You're sorry it came
Yeah.
out.
And
that's what it is.
What happens to everybody. Like
I mean,
they're sorry they got caught.
It's called the Ellen Show. It's not called the Warner Brothers Show. It's called the Ellen Show.
yeah, if
Like,
her name is on it. Yeah.
Your fa-
ultimately the responsibility.
it falls on her.
Yeah, I agree. But I get it's like I don't care because like I don't care about her. She doesn't care about me. Like dude, these rich people, they wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. They wouldn't.
Correct.
They don't care.
I mean, I just thought, like, I mean, her show, they give away a lot of shit to people, which is
Yeah.
cool. Like I said, her show, I have no problem with her show,
Yeah.
blah, 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 but it just sucks that, like, I mean, her show's going to be over at some point. I'm going to give it a year.
Yeah.
They're going to look for
If
someone else to
that.
replace
Oh,
her.
yeah. They already
and
are.
it's going to be over. And, you know, maybe she's fine with that.
Right. I'm
But
sure
it-
she's made her money.
But again, though, too, I think this is what people are going to remember about her, though, when she's done. Like,
Yeah.
You didn't go out on top.
Yeah. But like, if that was me, you know me, I wouldn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
I know.
If it came out, I'd be like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So what?
Yeah.
I fired that motherfucker. But like, but again, like, they don't care. They have no worries.
They have no worries in life.
They don't. And you know what? She worked to get to that position.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fine. I don't care. But like, don't expect me to care if you don't care.
Real quick, did you ever see her stand-up comedy?
Maybe clips of it.
I mean,
or something.
was she funny? I've never seen it.
She had to have been, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know she came out as gay on her sitcom and then came out as gay that same day in real life.
Okay.
And that was like a huge thing, and then she lost like everything from that.
Yeah.
And then she had this rebound to have the talk show. But like I told you, like I guess suppose like her thing is like be kind. And if you're not kind, it's gonna come out.
Yeah.
And if you're a raving bitch and you're telling everybody be kind, they're gonna be like, "Fuck you,
Yeah.
dude."
Practice what you preach.
Exactly, and then it's just gonna come back to you, and it did. And again, like I could not give a fuck less. Like why people care so. It's such a huge problem in society. It's like so celebrity driven. Like Instagram. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, they're doing that. Like why do you care? Why do you care if Kim Kardashian is doing this? Why do you care if this person?
Yeah.
You're never gonna have that. A and B. They don't give a fuck about you. Why do you care so much about them?
Well, again, I think it's cool to see what, like, people that work their way up to see what they're doing. Like, but like Kim Kardashian, like, come on. I mean, she's famous because she made a sex tape.
Yeah, you
Let's
fucked the
go for
guy.
it.
Yeah, you
Y-
fucked
she's-
Brandy's brother on tape.
Yeah, I mean, without that, you'd be a regular Joe, which is fine, whatever. But like, so real quick, while Kevin's gone, let's change topics here real quick. How are the Cleveland Browns going to be this year?
I don't know. I've told you, show me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like last year. I was so bullish. I'm like, fuck yeah. They're professional athletes. B, look at all the improvements they've made.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so the coaching wasn't that good, obviously,
It was-
because he got fired.
One of the worst in history, probably.
So I'm at the point where prove me wrong. I'm pretty much like at everything in life. I'm like, prove me. I'm expecting the worst. Prove me wrong.
I think the Browns are going to go like 7-9. I think 7-9 is a fair.
It's a fair assessment, but it's a huge disappointment.
Absolutely.
Any other team, you're like, okay, they should be like 12-4.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think if the Browns went 10-6, it'd be a miracle. But think
Yeah.
about it again. They're starting like with this Corona now.
They
They have a new head coach.
Yep.
They're not even like
Who knows? Training camp? Who knows?
They haven't even taken like snaps together yet. Like
Right.
it's again. I know it's the Browns, but it's a disaster again.
Yeah,
Like
it's gonna.
it comes down to two things: can Stefanski coach?
And can Baker play
And
quarterback?
is Baker going to be a good quarterback?
Yeah.
So what it comes down to. That's it.
He has no excuses this year.
None. Well, again though, too. I mean,
But like Corona, new coach, yes, all this other
Yeah.
shit. But like, if you're that good, you rise above.
yeah, I agree.
You do. Like, again, I know you're not that big of a fan, but I was like, bring in Cam Newton. Bring him in. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, but see,
He at the very least, he's someone who's been there and done that. Okay, he's gotten hurt, absolutely, but I think if Cam Newton had this team, 12-4 is a realistic expectation if he stays healthy.
I think it was. Here's my thing about Cam Newton. I just think his better days are behind him. That's all. I'm never saying he was never a good quarterback in this league. He was. I just think his best days they're behind him now.
They could be. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, but again, for $700,000 like the
But
Patriots
again,
did,
see here again though too. But here's my thing. He's going to look bad this year in New England just because their roster's not that
they're
good.
a terrible team.
Yeah, their
They're a
roster's
terrible. Like didn't they go 12-4 last year?
or 11-5, something like that. One of the two.
I was like, they're like, oh yeah, their defense. Everybody's like applauding them. Like, dude, on paper, that team fucking blows.
It blows.
It blows. And the only Tom Brady, that's it.
Their roster's shit.
A 40-whatever-year-old Tom Brady. Dude, if anybody else was playing quarterback for that team, I mean, we're gonna find out this year. But it's like, I could not believe that team was what the record was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying I just think Cam Newton's going to look worse this year than he Wood on a
Yeah,
on
we'll
a,
see if he
on a
even
decent rush.
plays.
Yeah, he's not guaranteed the starting job.
I like the guy that they drafted, Jarrett Stidham,
Yeah.
a couple years ago out of Auburn. I really liked him. I was hoping the Browns would pick him up because, like, I mean, if you get competition, what's the worst that happens? It drives Baker Mayfield a little bit.
Or
And again, he's not at the point where you're like, oh, just give him everything. He's the best. He's not there.
no,
He had a great rookie season.
Yeah.
Great.
And
Blew
then-
me away.
and then he had a bad second season.
And then he had a bad second season.
Yeah. And again, though, too,
I love his attitude. I'm like, yeah, he's the guy who's like, fuck you, we're going to win.
yeah,
We need that.
yeah.
That team needs that. I love that
Again, too,
about him.
He threw a lot of interceptions last year.
Yeah.
And again, I know the stats
Off
were
the
they were-
hands, yeah.
Off the. I think he had the most out of any quarterback
Tipped
in the league.
picks and shit.
I think he had like 11 or 12 off it. So again,
yeah.
but again, the stats read the way they do.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So I think he's gonna be all right. He looks in way better shape at least. I think
a lot of people call him fat, and he's like,
Well, I mean, again, that's again to him though. When he had that shirtless pick, he was with wide receivers and running backs. Where a quarterback,
Yeah.
to
you think
me-
Ben Roethlisberger's in great shape?
Yeah, dude. But I mean,
Tom Brady?
he can chuck it 60. Ben,
Yeah.
he can chuck it 60 yards.
Yeah.
So that's all you need.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm praying for 8-8. Give me 8-8. Seriously,
Which would huge disappointment if that happens.
it would. But I don't think we can put that much again.
I hate it because, like, they're paid professional athletes.
I just think their defense, though, too, is still a little lacking.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm not like sold on their defense.
I would love another edge rusher. I mean, they just gave a shit ton of money to Myles Garrett, but like Olivier Vernon, okay, he did nothing last year.
Yeah, he was
You would
hurt.
have been better off keeping Emmanuel Agba
Yeah.
because I mean he just won a
And again,
Super
too,
Bowl.
I think the Browns secondary is questionable. Like I said, I'm still not sold on Denzel Ward. I'm really not.
I like him, but again, he gets hurt.
He gets hurt. He's hurt a lot, and he gets burnt a lot too. And I don't
Yeah.
understand. He ran like a 4.3 something 40, and he
It was
gets
like
cooked.
same thing with Joe Hayden. He would
He gets,
always get torched.
get cooked.
Always. Like, and the one guy at work, he was a Steelers fan. He goes, "Oh yeah, Joe Hayden." I'm like, dude, he made the Pro Bowl last year, which I don't know how. I mean, again, Pro Bowl, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
But I'm like, wait until he plays a good receiver. He's gonna get toasted.
And that's happened to Joe Hayden all the time.
Yeah.
He locked down the average ones.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
Antonio Brown would eat his lunch all day, every day.
yeah. But again, though, too, he ate a lot of people's lunges, which is,
Yeah. Like the only halfway decent dude Joe Hayden would ever stop was AJ Green, only
Yeah.
because he played him twice a year.
and it's like, dude, Joe, this is when we need you to step up.
Yeah.
Like, this is it right
he
here.
never would. I mean, nice guy, great for Cleveland,
Yeah.
loved the city,
Yeah.
opened a store here.
Yep.
Married, I think, a Cleveland girl, right?
Yeah.
So whatever. I have no ill will towards him, but dude, I always thought he sucked. I'm like, he's like a 5'10" fucking average cornerback.
Yeah, the Browns secondary, I think, just has a lot. Like, they drafted which-one-call from LSU.
Yeah.
He can't
Delpit,
tackle.
right?
He can't tackle.
Yeah.
But they said that he's a game changer, which, okay.
Yeah. So
know-
so who are the two safeties then?
So,
Him and
what's that dude's name? A stiff.
I can't remember.
If you can't remember, that's a problem. It's
yeah,
not
and that's
good.
why I was like, dude, get fucking Jamal Adams.
And then, I mean, like I said, Greedy Williams,
Yeah.
I like where they drafted him because it was a good pick.
Second
but
round, yeah.
He's another one. He couldn't tackle in college, and
Yeah.
it shows now. If you can't tackle in college, you ain't gonna learn how to tackle in the pros.
Yeah. Just
If you have to be,
get an interception.
I'm saying, if you have to be taught how to tackle by 22 years old, you ain't
Yeah.
gonna. Dude, it's over. You ain't making it.
I thought that was supposed to be heads up football. Wasn't that a thing? Heads up football. We teach them how to tackle. Blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
But like the best is, they drafted this wide receiver. His hands are okay. Well, that's a problem. Like,
When the Steelers drafted the Raiders drafted Darius
Hayward
Hayward-Bay.
Bay.
Yeah, he's fast, but he can't catch.
and he
So
showed it.
What else is he gonna do?
Yeah.
He made how much money off Al Davis and then
Yeah.
fucking sucked dick. Did you see Ohio High School Athletic Association, the football? They're gonna play 6 games. This is the proposed thing. Six regular season games, and then everybody makes the playoffs.
Now, see again. This has been my problem from the get-go. I have no problem if high school sports go on. I really don't. Great.
But
You should be able to go to class.
yeah, absolutely. You cannot homeschool or learn from home,
Well,
e-learning, and then go to play
just,
football.
I just found tonight, like, Willoughby Eastlake Schools is like one of the only ones that's not going to virtual learning like right away. Like a lot of other
you
schools
had you had a chance to opt in.
Yes, but I'm saying a lot of other schools, they're already saying we're doing virtual learning and that's it, Jack. Like,
Yeah.
but Willoughby Eastlake, they're still holding out, but like Lake County is close to being a red county for
Yeah,
COVID.
right?
I'm just saying,
Especially with the school the size of Mentor.
I mean, what do you see? Like, this is the fucked up part. Is like, what are you teaching these kids? You're basically telling them that sports are more important than going to class.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what you're telling them.
And that's true because, like, football is, like, between that and basketball. But football is the main moneymaker of all Ohio high school sports.
You can't even argue that this year because there won't be fans at these games. There's no. What, you gonna have fans now too?
I don't think they'll stop them.
But see, that's like it's so.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Dude.
I don't know. Their main purpose, I'm sure, is to make as much money as they can off of this season.
Dude.
Because, again, they can't sell, TV rights. They can't do that. There's going to be fans in the stands. There's going to be. There will be. There's going to be a student section. Mark my words, dude.
And then no one's got to go to school.
Correct. But like you said, like Japan goes to school for like 300 days a year, and our kids do like 180. They're going to be dumb as shit.
Dude, no, and then people wonder why, like, have you ever seen that skit from Newsweek, the TV show, like how they say, like, one kid says, like, America's the greatest country in the world, and the one guy goes, well, is it? And then he reads off all these stats.
Yeah, that's the Jeff Daniels show. Yeah.
And when you hear the stats, you're kind of sitting there like, maybe you're right. Like
he goes, tell me why America's greatest country in the world. He goes, they're not.
Yeah.
He goes, we're not, but we could be.
Yeah.
He goes, we're this, we're that, we're that. We're like eighth in this, 100th in this.
Dude,
and
I think America's like, from elementary to high school, they're like 10th in the world or something. Like, yeah, dude. I mean,
even that high?
Yeah. I mean,
we're better than Somalia. Sweet. Like, the bar should be a lot higher than that.
Like I said, I mean, if you're going to do high school sports, you should be able to do. I mean, but like now, look at the MAC. They cancel all of fall sports.
I saw that. It just happened today.
They cancel everything.
Yep, they're moving it to spring.
But allegedly, high school is going to
it's not going to happen. There's no way it can happen. There's no way.
And that makes me wonder, like, DeWine, like, how they haven't, like, decided what they're going to do with fall sports yet.
He's in a tough spot. Again, I did not vote for him, but I would absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, when, I don't know, governor's, 2 years, I think?
No,
is it 2 years?
No, I think it's 4.
Is it 4?
Yeah. I mean, I voted for DeWine. I had no problem with DeWine.
I don't, like, because who is he running against? Do you remember? I don't remember. Either way, I voted for that guy, but if things continue the way they are, I feel he's handled everything great, and
I do too,
I would vote for him again.
But
for the first time.
But here's my problem though too: is like you can't tell everyone, say, "Hey, businesses are gonna close. Everyone's gotta wear a mask. Bars stop selling booze at 10 p.m. coronavirus." But then you let high school kids
go to school,
play sports.
Yeah, play sports.
Play sports.
Right.
Like it just doesn't make any sense.
If you put on a mask, you're essentially fine. The older kids can handle that. The younger kids, I could see that being an issue. Like if you're 7, you're probably not gonna be able to wear a mask all day. But again, like we went to the beach. On Thursday because I took vacation this week. I was off, so we went to the beach on Thursday. Spread out from everybody. Everybody kind of did a good job of like keeping away from other people. Again, you're outside, so it's basically fine anyway. And then these group of high school kids come up, and they're all together. They're all playing whatever. They're all within like 2 inches of each other. Yeah, I'm sure those kids signed up for e-learning. Yeah. Like, how does that make any sense?
My whole point though is like to tell people they can't open their business for like their lives. Like it's everything. It's all they have. That's how they make their money.
Right.
You can't open up, but we're gonna let high school football go on.
Yeah.
And again, for the kids that are seniors and stuff, I feel bad. You're getting
fucked.
You're getting fucked.
Especially the kids like this past year, like no prom,
and listen,
no nothing.
And everyone admits it. We all know it. You are getting fucked. But at the same time, it's like
sometimes in life you get fucked.
You get fucked.
Yeah.
It sucks. It's shit. Like especially for the seniors that are like on the edge of possibly getting a scholarship to like, hey, senior year, I'm gonna make it.
But even not, like, dude, we had a shit ton of fun senior year.
Yeah.
Prom was fun. That whole summer was fucking
fun.
dope.
Oh. Probably the best time of your life.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And these kids don't get that.
They don't get it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But to your point, like for businesses and shit like that, yeah, have them open. Have the people wear a mask. Those people who are like infirm and have diabetes or are fat or whatever that can't handle it, you don't go out. I'm sorry. Everybody else, put on a mask and go out. It's that simple. And if you don't wear a mask, don't wear a mask. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if you don't wear a mask.
Yeah.
You should. It's a selfless thing to do. It takes no... Like, I compare it to the people, like, on D-Day, getting off those boats in France, knowing, okay, the guy to the left of me might die. The guy to the right to me might die. I might die. one of us is going to die.
Yeah.
They're selflessly getting off that boat knowing that, hey, I'm probably going to die. Yet these people won't wear a mask in public for someone else. It's not for you. It's for like the 65-year-old dude who's trying to go to the convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's not that big of a sacrifice to put on a mask. It's not.
No, yeah, I agree with you.
And again, like most of the time, you're outside. Like we're outside. We're not wearing a mask. We're less than 6 feet apart from each other. Odds are we're not going to spread it.
Well,
because we're outside. It's really not that hard.
And then at the same time too, like the whole closing of the business thing just bothered me. It
Yeah.
didn't bother at first. It didn't,
Right.
Because I'm like, okay, for a few weeks or something, it's gonna suck for those people. I feel bad.
Yeah.
But then later on, like for New Jersey, for example, Michigan, like they got out of hand. Like they let their people open their bars back up and their restaurants serving alcohol, but like gym owners can open yet. Why?
Right.
Why? Like,
And then you have like, you more or less shut down the economy, but like, don't do it fully. You essentially did nothing.
yeah,
Like you should have been on complete lockdown for those 4 weeks instead of like, okay, yeah, you can go here, but you can't go here. You can do this, but you can't. It should have just been shut down.
now, and don't you think they should have just done the face mandate, the mask right away,
Absolutely.
instead of just like, oh, we recommend, like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough because it's like, shit changes all the time. People are like, oh, yeah, Fauci, he said this, but now he says this. It's like, well, we've never had this before. He doesn't
do.
know.
But I mean, dude, I do feel like the CDC has dropped the ball a few times too, though. Like I said, dude, like everyone stay, 6 feet away. Okay, cool, man, no problem. 2 weeks later, well, hold on a second. This thing might travel farther than we think. Now stay away 13 feet. Okay, that's fine. Then a day later, I went back down to 6 feet. It's like,
Yeah.
at some point though, like you guys have to like
Come out with
you
something
have to figure
definitive.
it out, dude. Like you
Yeah.
have to,
Right.
for everyone's sake.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing's fucked up. Like I said, the high school sports meet it makes zero sense how
Yeah.
they're possibly gonna do it.
I hate that. It's like, these fuckers, because I would do it too. I'd be like, okay, I'm going to do e-learning, but yet I'm going to go to this party. Like, fuck yeah, I would do like,
Yeah,
if you're 18 or 17 or 16, you don't care. You wouldn't care.
and everyone I talk to, every like person I've talked to that has a kids in high school that said, like their kids' grades have gone through the roof because they think they're just cheating. Like, virtual.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good.
You just Google it real quick and you get the answer.
And again, like I said, I feel like younger kids, they need to socialize.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
think about it, dude. These kids have been home since March now. Was
Yeah.
it February? March, spring break, basically. They
Right.
said no one's going back. Dude.
And like
it's-
all these young kids, like they already don't know how to talk to people and shit like that
That's
because
what
they're
I
on the internet all the time. They have no social skills.
Yeah, I mean, my personal opinion, I do think schools should open, but you got to wear a mask.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. The older kids especially, they can handle it. Like the young
Yeah.
kids, okay, you're gonna probably have a problem. I would say like 4th grade on down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough.
But I said,
But like middle school and up,
But
absolutely.
see, like I said, though, like my nephews, they like wearing a mask.
Yeah.
They think it's cool. They got a Pokemon mask.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah. It again. Fuck you, China.
Ugh.
I'm willing to say it.
well, I mean, that's why we brought this up in the Discord, too, about Trump's ban on TikTok.
Yeah.
How it's going to affect the gaming industry as well, because like you don't realize how interweb like China really is in this country. You
Yeah.
really don't. Like
Yeah.
you don't think like they have
Ownership in different
they have
game
stock
systems.
shares and everything,
Yeah.
and everything like developers and even not even just games, just everything else.
Yeah.
And you're just like, everyone's like, oh yeah, ban TikTok, and then I'm looking like that Tencent company. They're involved in Discord. They're involved in this. It's just like, dude.
I know. Well, and it's a huge problem because there's no recourse for the Chinese companies over here.
We
Like,
just give them. I mean,
yeah, they're like, we don't care. We still have all your money,
yeah.
and
Fuck you.
we just how's that deuce, buddy boy?
Wasn't that good?
Did you get it down?
Yeah.
Flushed it?
Yeah.
Does it stink?
No. Not much even came out.
Oh, you just sat there,
Yeah, not
just a
moving,
hemorrhoid.
Phantom poop.
not moving a lot.
I shoved an Altoid up my ass.
Yeah, why isn't it smelling here? I shoved an Altoid up my ass.
What do you want from me?
I
Yeah.
love that movie. Class. It's actually a really underrated movie.
Knocked up, right?
No.
Or this is 40?
This is 40.
Yeah.
No, I think
yeah.
I'm just a little bit dehydrated too. I haven't drank that much water because their water tastes like shit.
So no, Kevin, we were talking about how do you feel about high school sports going on, but classes might be all virtual?
It's a little strange.
Like high school, OSHA just said like they might do 6 football games and every team makes the playoffs, but school's going to be virtual. Doesn't make any sense,
That
does
doesn't
it?
make any sense.
No.
They're just trying to make as much money as they can.
Yeah, it's
But
ridiculous.
but I told Pat though, are they actually going to have fans?
I wouldn't think so.
Because even the pros aren't having fans. Like they're not doing fans. Listen, if the pros aren't doing fans,
How can you?
there's no way high
You
school
can't
can.
justify it, but they will. I'm sure of it.
they can't.
I'm
though.
sure of it. That's why, like, a couple months ago, the SEC, or I don't know if it's the SEC commissioner or the AD for Tennessee.
An hour and 55.
He had planned. He goes, "Yeah, we're gonna have 100,000 people in our stadium, no doubt about it." I don't know what
Are
planet
you?
you're living on. No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think so, but it's like, I don't know. Especially if you're at college, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're having COVID parties.
Yeah,
They're trying to get it.
it's ridiculous.
So I don't know.
I mean, some of the colleges though, like that depend on football, they will be hurt though. Like,
Yes.
like for example, like the Ivy League came out right away and said we're canceling fall sports. Well,
Right.
Harvard and them, they don't depend on football for
Yeah, their endowment's like 40
40
billion a
billion
year.
there.
But like
So-
OSU.
yeah, like Ohio State, their football program's worth $1 billion. Like,
Right.
They depend on football,
Yeah, but also, I mean, they have the Big Ten Network. They get money
do.
from
but still,
TV.
football's their biggest.
it's going to be a big
like Ohio University is going to suffer because they're not going to pay. They're not going to play their one or two big games where they
And
get
get
their
paid-
shit kicked out of them.
and
Yeah.
get huge money.
Yeah, and get the $2 million
It's
to
ridiculous.
get their
that
ass kicked.
It's ridiculous that that's even a thing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they're students first.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's-
they go there, get their brains beat out by Ohio State. Yet they're students first.
Yeah.
on a Thursday night, they're playing MAC games.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And
Okay.
party all weekend.
Yeah, and they're supposed to have class on Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
They're playing on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Doesn't
It's a
make-
joke. Just call it what it is. Just
Yeah.
say what it is.
Yeah.
Let them go to school for football. Don't
Yeah.
make them be a stupid major
Yeah,
that's
it's
worthless.
dumb. Yeah.
Have them go to learn to be like an assistant coach or something like that. Because that's all they're gonna do.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, kind of like how Matt Leinart at USC took ballroom,
ballroom
dancing to
yeah,
graduate.
well, and again, this goes back to like Cardell Jones saying, "Oh, I didn't come here to play school. I came here to play football."
He ain't lying.
He's right.
yeah.
But then again, a couple years ago, the dude from UCLA, Rosen, says that. No, he's such a great thinker. He's so articulate.
Yeah.
He said the same thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit. Like the only people they're fooling is themselves. They're
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, they're student athletes. No,
No,
they're
they're
not.
not.
Especially at that level, they're not.
They're just athletes.
Yeah, they're money making machines.
I mean,
for
sure,
those
some
schools.
of them, yeah, they're there for.
The few like Craig Krenzel for Ohio State. Remember him years ago? He was like a nuclear physicist or whatever major as the quarterback of Ohio State. Okay, he's the exception.
Or for
not
example,
the
like in
rule.
the Big Ten, like Northwestern, those kids are there
Oh,
to go to
yeah.
school. They're going to be doctors, lawyers,
Yeah.
whatever.
I feel like
Like,
there should be nothing that prevents you from obviously getting a degree. But if you don't want to have to do that, then and you're just there for football, then you're just there for football.
Yeah, and they just pass them along.
Yeah. Stop
Like,
pretending.
Remember, like Maurice Claret.
Oh yeah, dumb as a box of fucking rocks.
Yeah, but he took yes and no finals.
but see,
Like
But see-
the answer was yes or no.
I
Yeah.
think though, too, though, like again, a lot of these athletes though,
And they
too,
probably
like
just sit there, shook their head up
Yeah.
and
a
down.
lot of these athletes though too is like I don't know why you wouldn't want to try to get an education though as well
Right.
because like dude,
Because they're not thinking.
I'm just saying, like-
that's probably why they do it though. Yeah, they try to force them to get some sort of education.
but like Cardell Jones, like nothing against the guy, so he hasn't made it in the pros very well, but he made some money, which
Yeah.
is fine. But
Right.
and chances are he's probably going to blow it all, and then what's he going to do?
Nothing, be out of money.
You know what I
maybe,
mean? Like that's like
You hope you can go coach somewhere,
or
yeah,
hope
but
or he's
like-
gonna be some announcer dude.
or
yeah,
sell cars
no,
in Columbus.
Cardell Jones ain't going to be no broadcaster. He's not.
Cardell Jones,
Carl Malone.
Carl Malone, Cardell Jones.
Yeah, I don't know. I would also like to say that the Pittsburgh Penguins have been eliminated by the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go Canadian.
My Flyers are going strong, trying to get the top seed.
2-1 right now, isn't it?
3-1.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, like, what they did is like the top 4 teams are in like a round robin thing. Whoever accumulates the most points, is seeds 1 through 4, and then the other teams 5 through 12 are playing to get into the final 16. So, yeah, that's how that's working. And then the dude last week, I was like, oh yeah, the Indians are kicking ass, and then of course they've won like 2 games in the past week, just sucking fat cock. But
Can't hit.
whatever. Yeah.
9-7 right now.
Well, that's like when the Twins were coming up, they're like, oh yeah, the Indians still win the division. I'm like, how do you figure that? The Indians have done nothing to improve. The Twins have spent a ton of money.
The Tribe really needed to split that series, and they didn't. That
Yeah,
was the
they did.
problem. They didn't.
They won the
really-
first game, right?
Yeah,
And then,
and they lost the rest. They had
Yeah.
to split.
so yeah.
Again, I think the Tribe, they'll be in content. I think they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're not going to do anything, but
No.
I think they'll make it.
Yeah. Or what happened this year where, like, they play like 60 games and people be like, that's not a real World Series. I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck you. I'm buying my hat. I'm buying my shirt. I'm going to Dick's at midnight.
Fuck yeah, it would be
Suck
a World
off.
Series. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eat shit.
Eat shit. Well, is that going to do it? We're about 2 hours probably.
Yeah, or 2 hours.
Yeah, we had a lot of topics we did not get to.
I know.
We're gonna have to
save them for next week.
revisit them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it could be
old news.
Old news.
Did we keep going?
Nah.
Kevin's got a tummy ache. He's got to go home.
Yeah, Kevin's
Okay.
got tummy.
Kevin's gonna go
Pat's,
shit.
Pat's tired.
I'm tired.
I gotta go sit on the toilet for a while.
All right,
Turtle
everyone say
it.
goodbye.
Kev,
Bye.
Matt,
Later, guys.
goodbye, everyone. Apes out.